This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska. This broadcast is presented by Currency. For more details, visit gocurrency.com. By Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose. By Ashley Furniture, visit your local Ashley store or ashley.com. And by Tom Dinsdale Automotive. Find us on the web at dinsdaleauto.com.
The wait is over. High school football season in Nebraska has officially begun. Week 1 Friday Night Lights as the Grand Island Islanders host North Platte on News Channel Nebraska. Tonight's matchup presented by Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us. Brandon Axmit, Andy Klassen, here we are in Grand Island, and we are ready for a Class A clash between the Bulldogs and the Islanders. And Andy, as I say, it's week 1. The Bulldogs have a game under their belt, one of the few teams in action last week for week 0. It will be interesting to see how that all plays out here today.
Yeah, and there's some things you just can't replace. You know, you need that in-game experience, the speed of the game. And I think both coaches and staffs are aware of that. It really will be interesting to see the start of the game because North Platte, the Bulldogs, they're going to have a leg up, and Grand Island knows that. How long is it going to take Grand Island to catch up?
North Platte in their week 0 game falling to Papillion La Vista South 35-41. But Papillion La Vista South, Andy, a team out of the Metro that's top 10 caliber. So I think it raised some eyebrows the way the Bulldogs were able to hang despite making some mistakes and talking to Coach Altig having some turnovers.
It's all about putting together 4 quarters, and that's really been the story for about a season and a half for the Bulldogs. Yes, they got to a good start with leading, tied at halftime. That third quarter got them. Turnovers really doomed the Bulldogs on the road in week 0.
Now you talk about Grand Island. This is a team that made a special postseason run last year, made it to the semis before being knocked out by eventual state champs Omaha Westside, who, you know, they're pretty good at football.
All right, yeah.
A whole new crop of Islanders, but it's the same story every single year. We lost a ton of seniors. We expect them to reload and be extremely competitive all season long.
Next man up, right? That is Grand Islander football. And yeah, they lost to Westside. Guess who beat Westside last year? North Platte, the Bulldogs. They can always hang their hat or their helmet on that. As for the Islanders, yeah, a lot of new faces, and that would concern me more if it was a team other than Grand Island because they play so many players in varsity time. They rotate in 4, 5, 6 running backs sometimes. So that might not be a big of a deal, only having 1, 2 returning starters on both sides of the ball.
It's week 1 on News Channel Nebraska. Grand Island taking on North Platte. Stay with us. We'll talk key players when we return on the pregame show.
Tom Dinsdale Automotive is celebrating our 20th anniversary. 20 years of building lifelong relationships, providing superior customer service, and supporting the community. Don't miss your chance to save thousands at Dinsdale Hyundai. Save up to $7,500 on a brand new Hyundai Ioniq 5 or 6. Or save up to $2,500 and get 2.99% APR for 84 months. Plus, you'll get America's best warranty and free charging for 2 years. Help us celebrate 20 years of service. Stop in today.
NCN Sports is sponsored by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of the pain, not just the symptoms. Columbus Motor Company, where you'll find one low price, plain and simple, always. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Welcome back to Grand Island. We're about 10 minutes away from kickoff as the Islanders are hosting North Platte. Andy, it's that time that we start talking about key players.
Right.
For the home team, we're going with Justice Hostetler. He is now a senior. He has been a force defensively the past 2 years as the Islanders' leading tackler. He's back, and not only is he leading the linebacking core, we may see him get some carries on the offensive side of the ball this year as well. He is a big, big guy that is physical, hard-nosed, and is going to cause a lot of problems.
And he's a special talent. He's not only a tough kid, he's a special talent. He's the only returning starter on this defense. So he's a 3-year starter, and you can tell by Tomlin, he likes to not, start too many underclassmen. That wasn't the case for Hosteller all the way back his sophomore year. Now he's a captain, now he's a big gun, and he's also going to be one of those fullbacks, wingbacks that you're talking about.
On the flip side for North Platte, this is someone Hostetler will be trying to contain. Caden Jonason, the quarterback for North Platte. As we all know, North Platte, a run-heavy ball control team. He's coming off a Week 0 performance where he ran for more than 120 yards and 2 scores.
Yeah, he's another one of these special talents because it takes a special type of quarterback to run the flexbone offense, and that's what the Bulldogs do. It's in their DNA. You need a tough kid, a game manager at quarterback that plays within the system. He fits that mold perfectly.
Stay with us. Minutes away from kick, we'll hear from both head coaches and get ready for the start of this one. Grand Island versus North Platte. Week 1 Friday Night Lights on News Channel Nebraska.
The pregame show is brought to you by Columbus Motor Company, where you'll find one low price, plain and simple always. And by Custom Sports. Check them out at customsportsco.com.
Fuel your journey by starting at a Speedy Mart store near you. From the small communities in Nebraska to the larger cities, the staff at Speedy Marts are ready to serve you with food, fuel, and rewards. Save 5 cents per gallon with the Fuel Your Journey fill-up plus additional bonus savings. Download the app for mobile pay, offering customers the highest quality branded food and treats, fresh, ready, and convenient. Check out SpeedyMart.com for locations and job opportunities.
A new year, a fresh start, a resolution to grow more, gain more, give more. The process is the same: plant, grow, harvest. But the way you do it is always evolving. And so are we, Aurora Cooperative. Grow, gain, give. Aurora and you.
And welcome back to our pregame show. Joining us, North Platte head coach Kurt Altig. Coach, you're one of the rare teams who has a game under your belt. You played Week 0, now it's Week 1. Biggest takeaways from that contest against Papillion-La Vista South that you're hoping you'll learn from and implement here today?
We lost the turnover battle last week, so we're looking to secure the ball a little bit more. And then you always have your biggest improvements from Week 1 to Week 2. So we're looking to get after it right away as soon as we can and see what Grand Island's got.
Now, you'll probably remember the contest last year against Grand Island, a game you were up at half and ultimately lost by 1. How much does that play into how you've prepared and what you're expecting tonight?
We talked a lot this week about, we played about 3 quarters of that game last week. We played about 3 quarters of the game last year against Grand Island, and if we come out, and we put together 4 solid quarters, we like our chances.
Anything in particular that makes you worried about Grand Island and what they may bring?
It's more the fact that, we have a game under their belt, but, they got a bunch of new guys and they haven't played a game, so we're not really sure what they're coming out with. So, it's kind of preparing for, what we've seen in the past and, but who knows what they might come out and show us here on these first few drives.
Coach, we appreciate it. Good luck tonight.
Hey, thank you very much. Appreciate you guys.
Stay with us. We're minutes away from kickoff here in Grand Island as the Bulldogs and Islanders get ready to clash in Week 1 on News Channel Nebraska. We'll be back.
Huge discounts on Ram Heavy Duties at Midway Chrysler and Kearney. Take $6,000 total savings off a new Ram 3500 Laramie Crew Cab. Make this the summer event now at Midway Chrysler Dodge, Jeep Ram and Kearney, or think midway.com/CDJR.
What does farming mean to you? For most, it's hard work, dedication, and livelihood. Unfortunately, that also comes with risk. At Nebraska Crop Insurance in Beatrice, they know the non-stop dedication involved to keep your family protected from that risk and ensure their livelihood. Not only do they know everything about the coverage you need, they're also farmers themselves. So protect what means the most to you with the agent who knows what it means to be a farmer. Nebraska Crop Insurance, 615 Dorsey Street in Beatrice.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Welcome back to our pregame show here in Grand Island. Joining us, Islander head coach Jeff Tomlin, as GI gets ready for its first game of the 2023 season. Coach, a lot of new faces. What should people expect and fans of the Islanders expect to see this year with this group?
Well, I hope they see a team that plays inspired, and I know they're going to play hard, and a team that improves each and every week.
When you talk about strengths that you expect from this group, personnel-wise, what are you looking for?
Well, I think, we have really strong senior leadership. I think we're deepest, in the backfield. I think although we have one returning starter on the O-line, we do have some veteran presence up there, some guys that saw snaps. Kind of the same thing on the D-line. Middle linebacking core is fairly veteran. We have a lot of new faces, like you said. So this will be the first live action in a varsity game for a lot of guys, and I'm really eager to see how they're going to respond.
First live action for you, not first live action for North Platte with that Week 0 game. How much do you anticipate that will play into this, and what did you learn from what you saw against them?
Well, we try to, it's hard for coaches not to worry, but it's nothing we can control. So we try not to worry about what we can't control, but us adjusting to the speed of the game is going to be a critical thing the first quarter into the first half, is to get acclimated, because they're going to be at second game speed.
All right, Coach, wishing you the best of luck, and we're looking forward to a good game.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Take care.
Stay with us. We're getting closer to Kit, Grand Island, and North Platte on News Channel Nebraska.
Woodhouse Chevy is making car buying better with 2 convenient locations in Missouri Valley, Iowa, and our newest location in Omaha at 112th and Dodge. With a huge selection of new cars, trucks, and SUVs, experience the entire Chevy lineup and explore our savings going on now. Visit us in store or online anytime to shop our current offers and all our inventory. Find new roads with Woodhouse Chevy in Missouri Valley and now in Omaha.
At Nebraska Orthopedic Center, they provide comprehensive orthopedic health care. Their physicians are highly skilled in all areas of orthopedic and sports medicine, including spine surgery, foot and ankle, hand and upper extremities, fracture care, and total joint replacement. Their expertise includes the medical management of injuries through physical and rehabilitative methods or surgical intervention. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about Nebraska Orthopedic Center and their family of 25 physicians, go online to nebraskaortho.com. That's nebraskaortho.com. Nebraska Orthopedic Center is your healing destination.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Welcome back to Grand Island. We are moments away from kickoff. Let's quickly take a look at our school spotlight, which is presented by Currency. First off, North Platte making the trip here to GI. They're a population of nearly 24,000. Lincoln County enrollment 892. They are the Bulldogs, and they are a hard-nosed, gritty team when you talk to head coach Kurt Altig and what they're trying to do. They're taking on Grand Island Senior High, a team traditional power here, one of the actually close to third biggest city in the state. Enrollment, one of the highest in Class A at just over 2,000. They are the Islanders, and they have not missed the playoffs as a football program since 2003. That is your school spotlight presented by Currency, and we are officially underway here for this week 1 matchup between the Islanders and the Bulldogs.
And a good looking opening quick kick there for Juan Osparulo, kicking it through the end zone for the touchback.
And so here we go. First down from the 20. And nothing doing on the opening play from scrimmage.
No surprise in the flex bone, a little bit of motion there going from right to left, top of your screen to the bottom. Grand Island, great fill gap assignment right there. Linebackers meeting the running back in the hole.
All right, that brings up 2nd down and 9 for this Bulldog team that if you talk to Coach Altig, they will run it 100% of the time if they have the choice. Although they might need to switch things up here on 3rd down as there was another short gain.
Yeah, Grand Island doing a really nice job meeting them at the line of scrimmage. Even so, they were able to get a couple yards. They're making it a little bit more manageable, maybe a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 here.
Officially called the flex bone, what this North Platte offense runs. A throwback to power football. Almost always going to be someone in motion, and there is the pitch to Eli Broman, who gets to the edge, and that will be enough for a 1st down.
Fantastic blocking on the edge. The wide toss, and right there, Brandon, you can kind of see it. Was Grand Island a little slow on their feet there? Did you see the advantage from week 0, what the Bulldogs got to have last week? You might have saw just a little sign of it right there. Bulldogs beating the Islanders to the spot.
So that extends the opening drive here for North Platte. Ball at the 36. Handoff to the fullback, a pickup of 2.
And if you're looking for a pass from this North Platte offense, that might have been a pass right there on that 3rd down. A long toss there to the top of your screen.
2-yard carry by Javon Reyes. You are going to see several different Bulldogs get carries here tonight. And if you're North Platte, you love these drives. There's nothing doing on that one. Oh my, that's a heat-seeking missile.
That's reading your assignment type defense right there. Who was that young man? Number 4, Caleb Richardson, a senior, rallying up off his corner position. Wow, what a takedown.
Caleb Richardson, the lead running back for this Islander team, was 2nd rusher as a junior. Coach Tomlin said, we're going to be asking a lot of this young man, playing both sides of the ball this year. He'll probably return some punts and kicks. He's making tackles on defense. Right. And there, GI stuffs him on 3rd down and 13.
Well,
and now they'll have to punt.
And what happens when you don't have receivers lined up wide or even a slot? You only had receivers to the top of your screen, not where Richardson was at. That basically turns him into a hybrid outside linebacker. And boy, he just played it beautifully there. The drive-defying play there for the Grand Island defense.
And I think that play call on 3rd and 13, a carry up the middle, shows you what is in the DNA of this North Platte offense. And they're going to stick to it until you force them otherwise.
You're exactly right. And, hey, this first quarter, really that first drive, that's really just to kind of put you on notice. Like, we're going to be coming at you. We're going to be running at you this entire game, so buckle up.
Have our first flag of the evening. So we'll get a redo here on the punt.
Tonight's crew, Marshall Everett is our referee, wearing the white hat down there. How's that for a first name for a ref? Marshall. He'll be the head marshal out there. Patrick O'Neill, Bryce Abbey, Keith Everett, and Brock Ellison is our back judge.
So the infraction against the Islanders that moves North Platte up 5.
Uh-oh.
Luke Borges boots the punt. He's going to try to get it with his feet. He's hit and
oh boy.
Looks to be about a half-yard short.
It's going to be close. They're going to measure it here, I think. Oh. Nope. Islander ball. The top line judge was right there on the marker. The line judge right in front of the play, though, had a clear view of it, knew exactly where it was at. And, oh, just taking the eye off the ball right the last second. You saw the helmet move. I don't know if he was looking at a defender or what, but ball slips through the hands. Big play for the Islander defense.
And that is exactly what Coach Kurt Altig said we need to try to avoid here in our second game of the season. Clean things up, not make mistakes. Unfortunately for North Platte, that was not the case on their opening drive, and now the Islanders take over. And going to the air, that's a reception there by Caleb Richardson from senior quarterback Bodie Albers. Andy, 6'5", senior at 215, getting his first start on varsity.
But he's been a starter all the way up. You know, freshman ball, JV ball. Now he's getting his crack his senior year. He's paid his dues, and boy, does he look the part. You mentioned the frame there, the 6'5" height. Love to see that in your quarterback.
Now you had the pass to Richardson. This time he gets the handoff, and that's good for 7 and moves the chains.
This is something that head coach Tomlinson does so well. Young man has a big play. He's energized on defense. He's going to ride that momentum, ride that hot hand on the offensive side. Richardson, nice little 5-yard down and out on first down. Second down, smashes the gap, power rush, good for a first down.
You have Hostetler lead blocking for Richardson here, and there's room for Richardson as he tries to bounce it outside. It's another solid 5 or 6 on first down.
How about those big fellas getting out in front there, paving the way? You got a good number of seniors up there that, once again, not returning starters, but they got a lot of varsity snaps under their belt.
The one leading the way in the trenches for GI is Reed Kelly. That one lone returning starter as rolling out and throwing through the hands of Jacob Albers. Another interesting side note, Bodie Albers, twin brothers with Jacob. Coach Tomlin said you'd be seeing that connection. I think maybe the brothers will be talking about that one after tonight's game.
I was going to say, where were you on that one, bro?
Just trying to get you a touchdown.
Had a lot of faith in him, though, because it wasn't bad coverage, and that might have been why Albers, the receiver, was a little surprised that it got to him, because it worked through the hands of the defender.
First carry by Riker Booth. He powers forward and picks up another first down.
That was the type of play there where it kind of looked like Grand Island was thinking, we have 2 yards to make 5, 6 yards. Going right up the gut. Hit it so well, though. Picked up the first down on third.
GI now on the North Platte 22, a fresh set of downs on their opening drive of their week 1 contest. This time not as much room for Booth to work with. He's stopped after a short gain.
You know, a lot of times you hear analysts and folks like ourselves say, well, what type of offense do they run? And coach speak and all that. When I talk about Grand Island, I just think multiple, because they do so many things, and they do it fairly well. Pass the ball, run the ball, different looks, motion. You can't really just hone in on, they're a spread offense.
If you ask Coach Tomlin, he says we're a spread, but we run the triple option out of it. So loves giving defense different looks. A lot of the plays are predicated on the read of the quarterback, if it's going to be a run, if it's going to be a pass.
Right. Well, right there, if you're a Bulldog fan, that was a welcome sight. Your big fellas up front got pressure on the quarterback, really kind of forced the ball out of Albers' hands just a second early, trying to look up his brother right in the middle of the field. Dangerous pass.
3rd down and 9. Grand Island is trying to get on the board here. Opening drive of the game for GI. Albers, he's going to step up and has room. Decides to throw it and drops it in. Riley Halling.
Nope, flag.
Caught the ball, but as Andy points out, we have a flag on the field and it's against the Islanders. This one's coming back.
The whole time I was thinking, is he beyond the line? Is he beyond the line? If he's not, beautiful pass. Line judge and the referee were right there. Then you saw the flag come out after they confirmed to one another, kind of looked each other in the eye, got the call right, flag comes out.
The line of scrimmage was the 22. And ruled that Albers crossed it. Let's see if we can tell here. The 22 is where you want to look at. And he crossed it. Yeah.
Ooh,
it was
right
very
there,
close.
wasn't he?
His back foot was trying to toe the line, but looks like the Islanders will go for it here on 4th down. Ball now on the 27. Albers with time in the pocket, throwing it up the seam. Good defense, incomplete. The intended target was Nelson Wheeler. So you have back-to-back turnover on downs, one for North Platte, then Grand Island also. Oh wait, excuse me. Now it's 4th down. No, okay.
No.
I was going to say, wait, the numbers were...
It was a loss of down type of penalty, and Wheeler looked like he had the step on that seam route. It just kind of looked like Albers, if he would have led him just a little bit more to the center of the field, get that separation away from the defender, might have had something. But good on the Bulldogs in the back end of their defense, sticking with it, batting that one away.
So North Platte takes over on their own 25. 0-0-0 your score on the Aurora Cooperative scoreboard. Go green with E15 and fill up at your nearest A stop today. There's a handoff right to the fullback and a good hard yard and a half or so.
I believe that was Xavier Albertson there. And it's just going to be a slugfest up front all night long. Just strap in, folks. This is hard-nosed football. Class A, North Platte, Grand Island.
Mentioned that quarterback Caden Jonason went for over 120 in that Week 0 contest. Albertson also eclipsed the century mark with 107. They are kind of that two-headed monster of this rushing attack.
It's just so impressive. They graduated 2,000-yard rushers last year, and you can bet they're probably going to graduate 2 more this year.
So another 3rd and long facing North Platte. First pass coming from the Bulldogs. Jonason rolling out. He doesn't have anyone to throw to, so he's forced to tuck it. Picks up about 3, and not enough for a first down.
That's where Jeff Tomlinson coach team really likes to apply the pressure there. If you're going to beat us, you're going to have to do it in a hurry. As you mentioned, those single one receiver type routes where you got a lot of motion behind their quarterback really limits what the quarterback can do down the field. And when you said first pass attempt, like, we haven't seen a pass yet. He hasn't thrown it yet. Had to scramble, couldn't pick it up.
This punt away for North Platte. It's a low rolling punt fielded by Richardson.
Boy, he's having a game.
And there Richardson goes up the sidelines. He breaks the last tackle and will scamper into the end zone.
Having a day, young man. That move on the sideline, Brand, a little hesitation to break the last tackle, then turn on the afterburners all the way to the end zone. GI up 6. Richardson's doing it all right now. Special teams, defense, offense. Bringing it all to the table here for Grand Island in this first quarter. This last move, watch this little whoop. Oh, man.
A great look at this, courtesy of Beatrice Community Hospital. GI strikes via special teams at the 5:04 mark in this first quarter.
Special teams have been the difference. That was the turnover on the first possession there for North Platte. Disaster on the punt return. Grand Island taking full advantage.
You're watching Week 1 Class A football on News Channel Nebraska. We'll be back.
Dinsdale Automotive is celebrating our 20th anniversary. 20 years of building lifelong relationships, providing superior customer service, and supporting the community. Don't miss your chance to save thousands at Dinsdale Hyundai. Save up to $7,500 on a brand new Hyundai Ioniq 5 or 6. Or save up to $2,500 and get 2.99% APR for 84 months. Plus, you'll get America's best warranty and free charging for 2 years. Help us celebrate 20 years of service. Stop in today.
Here's another look. Fielded at the 35, and Richardson taking care of business.
Shows you his speed, how he's nimble on the feet, the little twitch there, the quick move. A couple things happened there, Brandon. That bounce, he fielded it perfectly and caught it in stride, running away from the two gunners, those two strikers that were supposed to corral him and, you know, kind of make him miss that first couple of tackles. The way he was able to field that off the bounce really set him up for that touchdown return.
It's a great time to remind you this first quarter is brought to you by John Henry's, our family serving yours.
Well, this is where, if you're a North Platte fan, this is where your offense can kind of help you out here with these long, sustained, rushing drives. But they got to get something going here, and you know they want to get it going on the ground.
Pitch, North Platte bouncing it outside, and there's a solid pickup on first down for the Bulldogs.
Fantastic job. Two lead blockers well out in front, paving the way, everybody on the same page. That's exactly what this Bulldog offense was looking for.
Eli Broman moves the sticks. Both his carries so far tonight have gone for double-digit yardage.
Yeah, that toss to the wide side of the field, really got to cover a lot of ground.
This time Albertson getting hard yards up the middle.
Of course, that toss play, Brandon, is set up from these really tough inside runs. You got to have success in those small spaces right up the gut, off tackle, if you want that toss play to work consistently through the third and fourth quarter.
Well, coverage of tonight's football match is brought to you and presented by Currency, which makes financing quick, easy, and secure for machinery, ag equipment, and more. Visit gocurrency.com. And we have a flag as this carry up the middle goes for about 3.
Did we have two guys in motion there? I don't know. It looked a little out of sync pre-snap. Let's see what the call is.
Coach Tomlin motioning, saying, move it back. That's exactly where it's going.
Yeah, going to give me 5 yards. We'll take it. And I think you're fine with that initial motion with your wingback going, you know, reversing his course. It was when the tailback also went into motion just a half second early there, Brandon. That's what brought out the flag. I think you can do that in the XFL, USFL. They had some zany rules.
Allowed.
Yeah. They had some rules.
You can do
like
whatever
that.
you want in the XFL. Makes it 2nd and 13 as we're just under 4 minutes to go here in this John Henry's first quarter. Brandon Axelman, Andy Klassen with you. Week 1 matchup on News Channel Nebraska. This will be a keeper for Jonason. A couple of blockers in front. He gets up the sideline and near that first down marker.
So good at being decisive and reading blocks. Not only that, but allowing the blocks to be set in front of him, having the patience, not forcing it. Really nice job picking up those last 2-3 yards at the tail end of that run.
So it's 3rd and 3 officially.
This kind of feels like a big 3rd down early on here for North Platte.
That'll be a first down and then some more hard yards for Albertson as he's dragging Islanders across midfield.
My goodness. A couple of big collisions there right up the gut.
Well worth another look.
That was 3 tackles, just bang, 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 right in a row there for the senior Albertson. Just keeping those legs churning.
So North Platte and Islander territory here. Jonason pitches.
Good fake.
This time Broman gets to the edge, but a nice open field tackle by Trey Enberg.
Enberg really saved the day there because they had that set up really nice inside where you didn't have additional help from your linebackers funneling out. A one-on-one tackle. Enberg not only got off his block, made the play.
Jonason keeps it, and he has some room to work with as he's across the 40. That will set up 3rd down and short.
All it is that half step. Those linemen, those running backs, fullbacks coming out, setting those blocks, they just got to get that half step advantage, and then this offense is in business. And you saw it right there with Jonason doing a really nice job. Once again, that reverse pivot coming out from underneath the center. He knows exactly where he needs to get to.
That look brought to you by Beatrice Community Hospital. Incredible care, incredibly close. North Platte having its most successful drive so far as Jonason's tackled from behind. Caden Robertson hauling him down.
Another one of these seniors getting his moment, getting his crack at it. 6'4", 215, getting in the backfield for that TFL tackle for loss.
So no hesitation from the Bulldogs and Coach Altig. They're going for it.
You can just feel that quiet confidence that the Bulldogs have. Oh, you stopped us on 3rd down? We're coming right back at you on 4th.
And there's the pitch to Broman. He's looking to get to the edge. It's going to be close.
I think he's got it.
Great effort by Broman, and I think you're right.
Gutsy call, wasn't it? But I like the call. I really do. From Coach Altig. You know, you need something to go your way here. Your special teams have kind of let you down here, right? A couple of blunder, bad plays early on. Let your offense, your powerhouse offense, kind of pick you up here.
High school football on News Channel Nebraska is presented by Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. A fresh set of downs for the Bulldogs.
Ooh.
And more hard running. Look out. Finally taken down inside the 20.
Rylan Perry, listed as a linebacker / running back, the 175-pound junior. Wow.
So about 20 more yards.
Or was that Albertson once again?
I think it was Albertson right up the gut.
My goodness.
His best run of the night as Jonason turns it out. We have another flag on the near sideline. Ball is out.
Oh boy. Is this going to be a dead ball foul?
We'll see what the officials come up with. The flag was thrown prior to. Here's a look.
There's an infraction on.
So it's against North Platte. A legal shift, penalty declined. Islander football.
My goodness. 3 huge errors early on for the Bulldogs. And boy, they really had something cooking there on offense. And it's the pre-snap stuff, Brandon. It's not during the play. It's not a hold, It's not a block in the back. These are mental mistakes right now from the North Platte Bulldogs.
1 quarter in the books here in Grand Island. The home team Islanders lead 7-0. We'll be back with quarter number 2 on News Channel Nebraska.
Anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
Brandon Axman, Andy Klassen with you here on News Channel Nebraska. GI leading North Platte 7-0 and just regained possession off of a North Platte turnover. They start this drive on their own 11.
And you could feel the tides churn, couldn't you? That power rushing attack from North Platte was finally getting something done, sustaining a drive, shoot themselves in the foot, have the illegal procedure followed up by a fumble on the edge. Grand Island once again making the big play.
Albers hands it off here on first down. Tough running there by Riker Booth, his third carry of the night. Now in this second quarter, which is brought to you by O Street Carpet, check out Steve Carper and the crew in Lincoln at the corner of 17th and O. Richardson motions out of the backfield. That is Hostetler getting his first carry. And again, he didn't get the ball much offensively last year. We expect to see more of a steady dose of that this year, and that's probably a bad thing for opposing defenses when you put a raging bull with a ball in his hand.
And you love the way head coach Jeff Tomlin uses a guy like that, uses him in spells, sets him up really nice, with his speed backs, smaller, shiftier guys. And then before you know it, you get a big old Haas, like Hostetler coming right at you. Just a change of pace, a different look.
Third down and short. Richardson gets the handoff. He's corralled and nowhere to go. They had several blue hats swarming to the ball.
That's a really good way to put it. Blue helmets really rallying to the football there, because you had Albertson make a little bit of a move, the Richardson make a move, unable to get there though due to a really across the line effort from that entire defensive unit.
So it appears, Coach Tomlin has been known to do some trickery in his day, but it looks like North Platte has forced a 3 and out. And in fact, they have. So the fumble didn't hurt them. And in fact, they'll get decent field position as this is down at the 46.
I'm telling you what, you're really starting to see something from North Platte. Their offense started to come to life there that last drive, before the turnover, and then the defense coming right back, forcing that 3 and out. Looks like maybe the Bulldogs, the lights have come on. They flipped a switch here in this second quarter.
A reminder that high school football on News Channel Nebraska is proudly presented by Ashley Furniture. Visit your local Ashley store or go to ashley.com. Football also is presented by Tom Dinsdale Automotive, celebrating 20 years. They're proud to be a community-driven auto dealer, delivering great deals, outstanding service, and supporting a wide variety of community causes. There you have a short pickup on first down by Albertson.
Just a big kid, 215 pounds is what they have him listed at. Nowhere to go on that time. Those 3 down linemen for GI just really collapsed the gap that he was trying to get to.
Second down and 9. There's a pitch and room to run on the outside. Look out. It's a foot race and no one's gonna catch him. North Platte strikes, touchdown, Brecklin Torres.
Torres did a perfect job timing that at the snap. Caught that in stride with the backside motion. He had a step on all the defense, beat him to the edge. Then you saw the speed at the top of your screen there, making a house call here in Memorial Stadium.
44 yards, and Andy, you mentioned the Bulldogs seemingly starting to gain some momentum. You see it right there. They're an extra point away from tying this thing up.
There it is.
7-7 here in Grand Island, 9:20 to play in the half. You're watching Class A football on News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Midway Auto. For your next vehicle, go to thinkmidway.com and by News Channel Nebraska. Follow us on Twitter at NCN Sports for more highlights, interviews, rankings, and our full schedule.
Life is a wild ride. It's important to have a trusted partner along the way. Liberty First Credit Union exists to provide its members with affordable financial services. Whether it is a large purchase, a new car or home remodel, overcoming obstacles, or chasing your dreams. Financing life is what we do best. Give us a call or visit libertyfirstcu.com.
Welcome back. We need to see this one again. Torres hitting the afterburners right about here. 44 yards to Pater.
Did a fabulous job reading that block. Kept it contained, but he had the speed to cut it inside and still get to the edge, beating that linebacker to where he needed to get to go.
Kick goes through the end zone for a touchback. The Islanders with a chance to respond here.
You can just tell, you want to keep your defense off the field against a rushing attack like North Platte, the Bulldogs have. Just ask Westside about that, having to deal with that constant pressure coming right at you. Fullback, running back, right at your grill.
Grand Island scored first. It was by way of Caleb Richardson on a punt return. So special teams getting the Islanders on the board here. They're trying to get a little bit more success on the offensive side of things as Richardson gets the carry on first down and has nowhere to go.
Neither one of these teams are going to get too far away from that inside run. Everything else is kind of predicated on having success off tackle between the A and B gaps. So even though you're not seeing big yardage here in the first half, you can bet these offensive coordinators, they're patient enough. This isn't their first time out.
Albers rolling out, and he has a crossing receiver for a big gain. It's Riley Halling.
Halling did a really nice job with that drag route, getting separation from his defender. And how about the first-year starter, Albers? Calm under pressure with the rollout, going through his reads, his progressions, and not just taking the check down, waiting for that drag route to come open. Beautiful delivery.
Goes down as a 25-yard pickup.
Boy, a lot of things happening there too, in a short amount of time. That was a really nice job from Brody Albers, rolling out, making that throw a little across his body, going left, throwing with his right arm.
Well, special thanks to United Healthcare making this broadcast possible. UHC, where small towns matter, as GI is stopped for a loss there.
Colton Muzzy, a sophomore, 205, 210-pound sophomore, blowing that play up, getting into the backfield.
There's nowhere to go for Kosler. That was his first carry of the game. 2nd down and 11. And Nelson Wheeler, not much there either for the sophomore.
We get a hat on a hat, helmet on a helmet here. That really opens it up for your first wave of linebackers, and that's what you saw on that last play. Filling in, making the tackle once again, right at the line of scrimmage. We're going to have 3rd and 11 here, 3rd and 12 for the Islanders.
Albers with time. And on the deep hitch route, he connects with Coben Bolton. Enough for a first down.
As soon as Bolton got to his spot, that ball was right on him. Nice job getting his hands out in front of him, catching it with his hands, not letting it get into his shoulder pads. How about the pass, too? That's covering a lot of green there. Big pass on a 3rd and long.
15-yard pickup back to the ground for GI. So a 3-yard gain there for Wheeler. A reminder that this broadcast is made possible thanks to Midway Auto. For your next vehicle, go to thinkmidway.com. Nearing the 7-minute mark here in quarter number 2. Hostetler gets the handoff, makes one defender miss, and ends up with a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, but it keeps them right on schedule. You know, we're going to have a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4. Grand Island's on their side of the field here. You have no clue what you're going to see in a scenario like this.
So now you have 2 backs, and Hostetler motions out of the backfield as that shot is over the twin Albers, Jacob.
It just looked like the quarterback was trying to throw his twin brother out of coverage, a little bit behind him there, but I think that's what he was trying to do, throw away from the defenders. End up being behind him so much so couldn't get back to it and make the catch. Or he might have just been off the mark. I don't know.
Brings up 4th down here, and Coach Tomlin wants to talk this over. We'll take a quick break as well. 6:35 remaining, a 4th down facing the Islanders when we return.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Six and a half minutes until halftime, a 4th down facing Grand Island. A reminder to stay tuned for our halftime highlights, brought to you by Sartor Heyman and Jewelers. Sartor Heyman will help make your jewelry dreams come true. Conveniently located in Lincoln and also Grand Island.
Sartor Heyman Jewelers, how fitting, because we have some gems to showcase during the break here tonight.
I like what you did there. 4th down and 5. Do the Islanders have another gem here as they do decide to punt it? And that one is going to go for a touchback.
Right idea. It was just about putting that coffin corner, just stayed in there a little too much. Going to give up some yardage here with the touchback compared to if it would have got out of bounds, at the 4, 5, 3-yard line.
So you mentioned before North Platte's last drive that wound up finding the end zone, the Bulldogs seem to start having momentum shift in their favor. Can they keep it going here?
It just kind of felt like a switch was flipped, and they just had a different demeanor on defense and offense.
Up the gut, pickup of 2.
Yeah, in the pregame, I was thinking North Platte was going to punch Grand Island in the mouth, and the Islanders were going to have to respond. Kind of the opposite happened, but no surprise. We're all tied up here, closing out the second quarter.
Not much there again on 2nd down. I believe that was Cedric Sullivan and also Emberg. Kind of blowing that one up.
Enberg did a really nice job filling in after Sullivan made that initial hit. It's all hands on deck when you're facing an offense, a powerful rushing attack, as do the Bulldogs have.
3rd down and 8. Jonasson flushed out of the pocket and has nowhere to go. That'll go down as a sack for Sullivan.
That's 2 occasions now where North Platte lines up and calls a passing play, and there's just nothing doing for them downfield. Definitely not their strong suit, putting the ball in the air.
And so Richardson returned a punt for a score in that first quarter. You do have Broxton Barrientos back returning this one, sitting at about the 30. And the high punt takes a Bulldog bounce and is down at the 40.
for the entire sideline out in front of us here from the Crow's Nest. Peter. The punt was short, but the bounce really saved it. All that being said, Grand Island still has really nice field position here to start this drive.
Reminder that coverage tonight of high school football on News Channel Nebraska is presented by Currency. Does your business need help financing big ticket items? Currency is here to help. Visit gocurrency.com for details.
You also have enough time left in this first half where Grand Island doesn't have to play hurry up. They don't have to get out of their comfort zone offensively as you have trips to the top of your screen.
Richardson motioning across. Albers again with plenty of time. It's tipped at the line and picked by Albertson. Albertson is brought down, and that should tack on 15 more. North Platte is in business.
Yeah, it's going to be a horse collar on Bolden with the tackle. Excellent job by Albertson getting back into his zone. You had 4 down linemen for the Bulldogs stand up their offensive linemen. Might have had one get their hand up onto the ball there. Now Albertson just reading it beautifully from that middle linebacker position. Look at him fall back into his zone, hands up, reels it in for the INT. Multiple flags coming in on the tail end of that play. And it's good to see player safety at the top of everybody's mind.
So North Platte will start this on the 21 of Grand Island. Here's another look.
That's the turnover. Oh, yeah, dangerous tackle. That's the turnover. That's the big momentum play that North Platte was looking for.
Option here. Jonason pitches late, and Broman is taken down by Hostetler. Short gain.
Good concentration there from Broman. I mean, there's a lot of defenders in and around the football early on in that play. Kind of a dangerous pitch, I would say.
Be sure to stay tuned for our halftime show brought to you by Columbus Community Hospital, where your health is their top priority. Less than 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. 7-7 ball game, North Platte driving. Albertson, who had the interception, gets the carry right up the middle for about 3.
Everybody in a blue helmet, they always fall forward. You notice that after every single run, whether it's a collision behind the line of scrimmage, at the line of scrimmage, everything falls forward.
And you're going to see some gamesmanship here by Coach Altig. You know, in no hurry here. Let this thing wind down. Pitch to the outside, and nice look out. And that's going to be a touchdown. Brecklin Torres for the second time. This one from 17 yards out.
Torres is the complete package. Yes, he has the speed, but look how he keeps his feet throughout all the contact there. Breaking 1, 2, 3 tackles on his way to the end zone. Just unbelievable. And that little move right there from right to left to get him outside and just enough stretch. Clearly saw the touchdown there as the football broke the plane.
PAT makes it 14-0. The Bulldogs take their first lead of the night with under 3 to go here in the second quarter. Stay with us. The Islanders look to answer when we return on News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Tom Dinsdale Auto. Celebrating 20 years, Tom Dinsdale Auto is proud to be community-driven. And by News Channel Nebraska. Check us out on Twitter at NCN Sports.
Fuel your journey by starting at a Speedy Mart store near you. From the small communities in Nebraska to the larger cities, the staff at Speedy Marts are ready to serve you with food, fuel, and rewards. Save 5 cents per gallon with the Fuel Your Journey fill-up plus additional bonus savings. Download the app for mobile pay, offering customers the highest quality branded food and treats, fresh, ready, and convenient. Check out SpeedyMart.com for locations and job opportunities.
Welcome back to Grand Island. Brandon Axman, Andy Klassen here on News Channel Nebraska. The Islanders just under 3 minutes to work with as they try to add to their 7-point total before halftime, but North Platte, after going down 7-0 in the first, has scored 14 unanswered here in the second.
Yeah, it didn't really shake him, and that's a credit to Coach Altig and his squad. You know, they're trying to play ball control, time control there down the stretch, but he'll definitely take the 7 points with his running backs breaking tackles on their way to the end zone.
Albers, whose pass was picked on the last drive, connects with Halling. Good for about 8.
And we've seen this over the years too with these offensive units for Grand Island. When they get put in this 2-minute offense, they have a lot of success because they use that play action so well, and they have so many guys at the slot receiver that they can look up.
Handoff goes to Wheeler. He's still on his feet, breaks a couple more tackles, and will work his way to midfield.
That's unbelievable determination there from Wheeler, and he gets himself out of bounds. Heads up play as he gets across the midfield mark.
This is worth another look.
I mean, that could have been a tackle for loss very easily. A couple shifty moves there, and how about the acceleration coming out of those breaks?
And he apparently stepped down a little shy of midfield. They mark him out at the 47. Still an amazing run, and he'll get another carry right here.
Uh-oh.
Not as much success as that was blown up by Yonkers.
Yonkers, wow.
Said enough of that.
Yeah. Tackle for loss, wrapped him up around the ankles, wasn't going to let go.
So after the big gain, a loss of 6. For now, under 2 minutes here in the half. Richardson motioning. They fake the swing pass. Albers going up the sideline. Overshoots Halling.
And it feels like one of the things that's kind of changed here for North Platte is they're getting pressure with just their 4 down linemen. They love to run this 4-2, kind of a traditional looking defense. And when those 4 guys up front can apply pressure, at least tie up those offensive linemen 1-for-1, that allows those 2 linebackers. And you just saw Yonkers make a big play in the backfield. It just allows this defense to operate with extreme efficiency.
So now you have a 3rd and 16. We may see a timeout here. There's 3 seconds on the play clock. They end up getting the snap off with no time to spare. Albers a little bit behind Sullivan, and the Islanders will be forced to punt.
And credit the Bulldogs. The back end of their defense was right there. Had that been out front, who knows, but it wasn't quite on the mark. But as you mentioned, Brandon, would have been a really tough catch being behind the back shoulder like that. Boy, had he caught that, he would have took a shot too, because defense was right there.
So Albers punts it away. Takes a very favorable Grand Islander bounce down at the 18.
That's a really good-looking punt for the quarterback, and that's one of the things that we've seen kind of consistently for Grand Island over the years, keeping their quarterback in there as a punter. Kind of gives you some extra options on those iffy 4th downs.
Now if you're North Platte, do you dare try to go to the air to score and maybe get a little greedy, or you stick to your run, and if you break one, great. If not, you're fine going into half.
I think they're more than happy sticking to their bread and butter, and as you mentioned, they've been able to break a couple runs as of late, so just stick with it.
Grand Island aware of what they were trying to do there, no gain.
It just kind of feels to me that Coach Altig is trying to send a 90-second message. This is what we do, and we're going to keep doing this regardless of where we're at on the field and the time on the clock. See if you can stop it.
Loss of 1 there. Grand Island with 2 timeouts. There's 12 seconds on the play clock. Would imagine the Bulldogs will wind them all the way down here. Take the snap with 5, and Broman nearly broke that one open. Excuse me, that was Torres. No, that was Broman. My apologies.
Broman got a little tripped up there. It might have been tripped up by Sullivan, but had he not lost his footing, it looked like he had a lot of green out in front of him.
So now Grand Island using its timeouts, has 1 remaining.
They're thinking, hey, if we can force a punt here, maybe we'll get a punt return. They've already had 1 taken back to the house for a touchdown. Their only score of this game thus far. That's just heads up situational coaching. You know, we talk about using the clock right and all that good stuff. Grand Island, man, Coach Tomlin, he really gets it.
A reminder, we're nearing halftime at NCN Sports. If you don't follow us, do. If you want to tweet at us, please do. We've been known to give shout-outs live on the air during halftime. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, anything else you might like to throw out there. The count, Andy, at the start of this football season, 10,700 plus followers.
All right.
Let's go for 11,000.
We can do it.
Tonight. Give us a follow at NCN Sports.
Always love to hear where people are watching the game from. I'm sure we got some people down there at Balls Sports Bar here in Grand Island.
Whitey, I'm sure, with the game on, and it's been a good one. And on 3rd down and 7, look out. Another big run busted by the Bulldogs across midfield. Goes Jonason.
Just a slight misdirection there from Jonason when he pivots back around. Excellent play design. Multiple lead blockers out in front of him. Really good vision, too, getting to the sideline.
It's a 23-yard pickup, the biggest for Jonason here tonight. Now Jonason drops back, goes to the air. Overshoots his target, Landon O'Brien. It was fairly close to being picked off.
Really was. That free safety, Caleb Morris, I think, got his hands on it there, and that was just like one of those little quiet reminders. This is why we this is why we run the ball so often. What's the old Tom Osborne saying? When you pass the ball, 3 things can happen, 2 of them are bad.
Well, what do they do here on 2nd down and 10 with 11 seconds? There's movement, so we have a flag.
It's going to be offsides on Grand Island, so that's going to give the North Platte offense 5 free yards here.
And Albertson picks up 2. That should send us into half.
Looks like they're just happy with running the clock out there. If he pops it, great. If not, we're going to take our 7-point lead into the break.
So after 2 quarters of play, North Platte leads Grand Island 14-7 here on News Channel Nebraska. Stay with us. Our halftime show is coming up next.
The Halftime Report on NCN is sponsored by Columbus Community Hospital, where your health matters.
If you're thinking about becoming a John Deere technician, receive a debt-free degree from Landmark Implement. With the John Deere Student Tech program, receive reimbursement for up to 100% of college tuition, fees, books, and room and board, plus a $5,000 tool stipend. Students are paid a competitive hourly wage for their work hours and are guaranteed employment at a Landmark location after graduation. Visit landmark.careers to find out more about the John Deere Student Tech program and become part of the Landmark difference.
From the moment something didn't feel quite right, to that ambulance arriving at your door, from the immediate diagnosis, to the surgery that followed, to the long list of lifestyle changes and that family gathering that everyone always talked about, but for whatever reason kept getting postponed, to the moment you sat back and realized how grateful you are for everything you have. We've been here for you, just around the corner. Columbus Community Hospital.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop at your nearest Speedy Mart or Good to Go convenience stores. And by You Save Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all our customers.
That is literally the funniest thing ever.
And then I said...
It wasn't, but this guy could use a win. Even if it's not as big of a win as I get with free Kasasa Cash checking. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or is it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa checking at Liberty First Credit Union.
The first time I ever took prescription opioids is when I got my wisdom teeth taken out. I think I was 16 years old. I must have gotten a 30-day script. I took them all in 3 days. I was stealing from people, buying substances on the street. I look back at that time with a lot of shame. That's not who I am. Opioid use disorder is not a moral failing.
NCN Sports is sponsored by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of the pain, not just the symptoms. Columbus Motor Company, where you'll find one low price, plain and simple, always. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Fuel your journey by starting at a Speedy Mart store near you. From the small communities in Nebraska to the larger cities, the staff at Speedy Marts are ready to serve you with food, fuel, and rewards. Save 5 cents per gallon with the Fuel Your Journey fill-up plus additional bonus savings. Download the app for mobile pay, offering customers the highest quality branded food and treats, fresh, ready, and convenient. Check out SpeedyMart.com for locations and job opportunities.
Whether we're talking commercial or residential plumbing, Lamel Plumbing is the place you call. Lamel provides 24-hour emergency service as well. Call them if you get in a tight spot. And as for their retail items, well, you got to check out some of their faucets, some of their kitchen items, and some of their bathroom items like their Onyx showers. And hey, say you've got a digging job, you call Lamel Plumbing for that too. They've vetted a full-time crew for you, doing backhoe, trenching, and sewer work. Take that digging job off your list and have Lamel do it for you. That's Lamel Plumbing in Beatrice, now at their new location on North 7th Street in Beatrice.
Spring is here. For farmers, making safety a priority this planting season can be the difference between life and death. Always look out for power lines before exiting the cab, when loading and transporting machinery, and when raising or unfolding equipment. Keep equipment at least 20 feet from power lines and use a spotter when possible. Be aware of what's overhead. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Woodhouse Chevy is making car buying better with 2 convenient locations in Missouri Valley, Iowa, and our newest location in Omaha at 112th and Dodge. With a huge selection of new cars, trucks, and SUVs, experience the entire Chevy lineup and explore our savings going on now. Visit us in store or online anytime to shop our current offers and all our inventory. Find new roads with Woodhouse Chevy in Missouri Valley and now in Omaha.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. I love it. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
We're definitely coming back.
Sure. We have a wedding band to buy. So.
We do, yes, we have wedding bands, so we'll be back for that.
Starter Heyman Jewelers, downtown 12th and O, South Point Pavilions, and Grand Island.
Welcome back here at halftime. North Platte leading Grand Island 14-7. Brandon Axman, Andy Klassen with you. Homecoming here at Grand Island. We have about 13 minutes left before we get things started, so now is a great time to take a look at our halftime highlights presented by Starter Heyman Jewelers, where they will help make your jewelry dreams come true. Check them out in Grand Island and in Lincoln. This is how we got the scoring started. A punt. Caleb Richardson fields it on the short hop, and he does the rest and in. I know you like the stop and the pop there, and he's gone.
Yeah, the acceleration after he makes that little move down the sideline, and the way he fielded that cleanly off the bounce really set him up to make that run all the way to the end zone.
About a 65-yarder. That was in the first quarter. 7-0 your score after one. That would change early on in the second. Brecklin Torres bounces it outside, 44 yards to the end zone. It's 7-7 with 9:20 in the second.
Torres with that sneaky speed and coupled with that power rushing attack that he has.
And then after the special teams and offense, we started seeing the defense turn up the heat on both sides of the ball. There's a nice tackle by Cedric Sullivan going down as a sack. North Platte did some of the same.
Yeah, making the adjustments on the defensive end. And you kind of know what North Platte's trying to do. They're trying to run the ball right at you. Good on Grand Island early on, especially in that first quarter, kind of bottling it up.
And then North Platte defense. Albertson picking the tipped pass, putting his team in a great position to take the lead.
Yeah, doing a great job just getting to his zone and catching it off a tip from his defensive lineman. Get those big hands, those big mitts up in the air.
Torres took it for 44 yards earlier, this time from 17. And it's 2 trips to the end zone for Torres. 14-7 is your score. North Platte with the advantage, 14-7 at the break. And Andy, what was your biggest takeaways from what we saw in those first 2 quarters?
Well, it kind of played out opposite of what we thought might happen. North Platte, if you remember, played that week 0 game, so we thought, they're going to be a little bit more cleaned up, a little bit more polished up. You might see some mistakes from Grand Island early on. That wasn't the case. North Platte made the mistakes on special teams. Illegal procedures really opened the door for Grand Island to score early. But then North Platte just stick to what they do good, righted the ship, answered the call, taking the 7-point lead into the break.
14-7, it's homecoming night in Grand Island. Beautiful evening for football. Week 1 contest between these 2 Class A foes. Stay with us. We have about 10 minutes till third quarter action here on News Channel Nebraska.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference.
Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
New Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Turbo Max Crew Cabs now with low 1.9% APR financing and soon. Find new roads at Central Nebraska's premier GM dealer, Midway Chevrolet, Buick GMC in Kearney, or think midway.com/GM.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Midway Auto. For your next vehicle, go to thinkmidway.com and by News Channel Nebraska. Follow us on Twitter at NCN Sports for more highlights, interviews, rankings, and our full schedule.
At JSP, we show up every day with one goal in mind: taking care of the great people of the communities we serve. For the last 15 years, keeping people comfortable in the Hudson Valley has been our main priority. Our award-winning customer service and customized solutions make calling JSP a simple choice. Our trained professionals can solve almost any issue in your home or business and make you another satisfied customer. Call JSP today.
When the game wraps up or even before kickoff, our community welcomes you with open arms. The Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau is happy to have you here, and we want to show you what we're all about. From wide open spaces to music, shopping, entertainment, and more, there is always something for you to discover in our city. Stop by the Visitors Center at 7th and P in the Haymarket or visit Lincoln.org. The Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
Fuel your journey by starting at a Speedy Mart store near you. From the small communities in Nebraska to the larger cities, the staff at Speedy Marts are ready to serve you with food, fuel, and rewards. Save 5 cents per gallon with the Fuel Your Journey fill-up plus additional bonus savings. Download the app for mobile pay, offering customers the highest quality branded food and treats, fresh, ready, and convenient. Check out SpeedyMart.com for locations and job opportunities.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Tom Dinsdale Auto. Celebrating 20 years, Tom Dinsdale Auto is proud to be community-driven. And by News Channel Nebraska. Check us out on Twitter at NCN Sports.
It all started long ago, with cattle in mind, and it's still the major focus today of Powder River Livestock Handling Equipment and your friends at Valley Vet Supply in Marysville. They want to provide you with the best equipment. That's why they sell Powder River. It truly does stand the test of time. Powder River is a name you can trust. From cattle handling systems to gates and feeders, Powder River makes equipment for life. Come see for yourself at Valley Vet Supply on Highway 36 in Marysville.
Let your next adventure take flight in Sarpy County, Nebraska for some high-flying fun. Legendary family adventures. Out-of-this-world shopping. Star-studded evenings. And award-winning experiences. Our flights are never canceled. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop at your nearest Speedy Mart or Good to Go convenience stores. And by You Save Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all our customers.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
Dinsdale Automotive is celebrating our 20th anniversary. 20 years of building lifelong relationships, providing superior customer service, and supporting the community. Don't miss your chance to save thousands at Dinsdale Hyundai. Save up to $7,500 on a brand new Hyundai Ioniq 5 or 6. Or save up to $2,500 and get 2.99% APR for 84 months. Plus, you'll get America's best warranty and free charging for 2 years. Help us celebrate 20 years of service. Stop in today.
NCN Sports is sponsored by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of the pain, not just the symptoms. Columbus Motor Company, where you'll find one low price, plain and simple, always. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Welcome back here to Grand Island, about 4 minutes away from starting this third quarter. Reminder to follow us on Twitter at NCN Sports. Besides us doing shout-outs at halftime of games, we also have great content, score updates from our entire sports team across the entire state who are at multiple games every single night there's a game. Highlights, interviews, rankings, anything you could possibly want if you are a high school sports fan in Nebraska by going and following that Twitter account.
Excellent highlight packages, right after the game as well. You can't go wrong giving us a follow on NCN Sports on the old Twitter sphere.
We also, of course, tweet out our sports schedule every week, where we'll be and who we'll be covering and when. And time to give some shout-outs. 13 people have followed us already as we're trying to get to 11,000 tonight. So let's see here. Clay. Thanks for following us, Clay. Also, Jacob Braithwaite, my apologies. Sanchi follows us on Twitter at NCN Sports. Sandy Gaspers at NCN Sports. Fort Calhoun Activities.
All right.
Thanks for giving us a follow, Fort Calhoun. Also, Cale Fisher. Allison Brungart. Chris Kuzer.
Did I see Clay was a JV pickleball player there? That's a sport we might have to start to integrate a little bit. It's taken the nation by storm, Brandon.
It could be the very next thing on NCN. Chris Kuzer also giving us a follow out of Norfolk. Valerie and, last but not least, Addison Huss, all following us at NCN Sports. We appreciate the follow. Oh, here's another one, Brian Argo.
All right.
So feel free to give us a follow, and there is Coach KSTO also following us. Well, let's stick with the Twitter theme, Andy, and let's see what scores that we have across the state currently at halftime. Last I checked in Class A, Omaha Westside was leading Prep 24-7.
Ashland's having their way.
Yeah, rivalry matchup. Ashland Greenwood 28-3 over Lakeview in Class C. What else? Hastings leading Gretna East 10-7 in Class B action. We'll be in Hastings later this year. Twin Loop leading Anselmo Myrna 22-14 as we're going down scores at halftime. Also another Class A sort of heavyweight bout, Omaha North and Bell West. Last score that I saw on Twitter, North leading the Thunderbirds 13-7. The Thunderbirds, of course, 3 players committed to play at the Huskers, and we have or will have them on NCN when they come out west to take on Kearney. About midweek or mid-season, and that's going to be a fun game.
There's going to be some fireworks going off for that one. I'll tell you what, a lot of folks around the Omaha-Lincoln metro area, they're really curious what the Bearcats are going to be bringing to the table this year. Everyone knows Coach Cool, such a master at his craft, being such a tenured, smart football head coach out here in central Nebraska for such a long time.
We have 1 minute to go before the start of this second half. We'll take a break and come back with third quarter action. North Platte leads Grand Island 14-7 at the break.
Fuel your journey by starting at a Speedy Mart store near you. From the small communities in Nebraska to the larger cities, the staff at Speedy Marts are ready to serve you with food, fuel, and rewards. Save 5 cents per gallon with the Fuel Your Journey fill-up plus additional bonus savings. Download the app for mobile pay, offering customers the highest quality branded food and treats, fresh, ready, and convenient. Check out SpeedyMart.com for locations and job opportunities.
A new year, a fresh start, a resolution to grow more, gain more, give more. The process is the same: plant, grow, harvest. But the way you do it is always evolving. And so are we, Aurora Cooperative. Grow, gain, give. Aurora and you.
Huge discounts on Ram heavy duties at Midway Chrysler and Kearney. Take $6,000 total savings off a new Ram 3500 Laramie Crew Cab. Make this the summer event now at Midway Chrysler Dodge, Jeep Ram and Kearney, or think midway.com/CDJR.
What does farming mean to you? For most, it's hard work, dedication, and livelihood. Unfortunately, that also comes with risk. At Nebraska Crop Insurance in Beatrice, they know the non-stop dedication involved to keep your family protected from that risk and ensure their livelihood. Not only do they know everything about the coverage you need, they're also farmers themselves. So protect what means the most to you with the agent who knows what it means to be a farmer. Nebraska Crop Insurance, 615 Dorsey Street in Beatrice.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Woodhouse Chevy is making car buying better with 2 convenient locations in Missouri Valley, Iowa, and our newest location in Omaha at 112th and Dodge. With a huge selection of new cars, trucks, and SUVs, experience the entire Chevy lineup and explore our savings going on now. Visit us in store or online anytime to shop our current offers and all our inventory. Find new roads with Woodhouse Chevy in Missouri Valley and now in Omaha.
At Nebraska Orthopedic Center, they provide comprehensive orthopedic health care. Their physicians are highly skilled in all areas of orthopedic and sports medicine, including spine surgery, foot and ankle, hand and upper extremities, fracture care, and total joint replacement. Their expertise includes the medical management of injuries through physical and rehabilitative methods or surgical intervention. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about Nebraska Orthopedic Center and their family of 25 physicians, go online to nebraskaortho.com. That's nebraskaortho.com. Nebraska Orthopedic Center is your healing destination.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Welcome back here on News Channel Nebraska. We are ready for third quarter action. Kickoff through the end zone. Islanders will start on the 20 and a chance to get on the board offensively. Andy, we mentioned their lone score coming by way of a punt return.
Yeah.
As you'd expect, lost a lot of seniors. Week one, new group, maybe some growing pains in that first half. We'll see what adjustments GI has made.
You know, I thought you saw a lot of good things from Brody Albert as a senior quarterback. Yes, he's a senior in 6'5", looks the part, but this is his first career start on the varsity level.
Looks like we have some misdirection, reverse, and a great open field tackle as Broxton Barrientos had that one man to beat and was unable to do it.
That was an excellent effort there, as you mentioned. Who was that? Was that Albertson once again? Rallying up for the one-on-one tackle. I mean, had he not made that play, that would have been a huge gain for the Islander offense coming out here to open up this third quarter.
Ends up being a gain of 1, maybe 2. Hostetler motions across. And this will go to Richardson.
Oh, what a move.
Across the 30, and that's close to enough for a first down.
My goodness, and when he puts the brakes on and accelerates, gets upfield in a hurry, everything he kind of won, that versatile I-back. He's with a little power too, you know. He's not the biggest guy, but he delivers the pop.
Right back to Richardson. There's about 4 more.
Well, you just saw that entire offensive line wearing purple roll to the right, step to the right. No disguising where that play was going.
Albers rolling out, sort of looks like a broken play. He reverses the field and will do it with his legs. Albers up the sidelines, and he strides into North Platte territory.
Kind of feels like that's a confidence-building play for Brody Albers, doing a really nice job not forcing a ball down the field under pressure. Reverses field, picks up a block, also picks up the first down, moves the sticks. That's that decision-making that you're seeing improve from quarter to quarter.
17-yard gain for Albers. It's back now to Richardson. He's trying to cut it across the grain. There's about 9.
That's that vision. Right away, Richardson noticed everyone kind of overplayed that, trying to beat me to the spot, beat me to the edge, you know, trying to get out in front of me. Guess what? I'm going to go right back into the teeth of this defense. I'm going to pick up 7 yards on first down. Are you going to seal the edge? That's all right. I'll just go right back to the middle.
Sets up 2nd and short. And Richardson with a huge hole to run through there. He's tackled at the 30 after a 10-yard pickup.
Yeah, and you really got to tip your cap to the big fellas up front. You make the mention there, huge alley for Richardson to operate. Once again, picking up another first down for the Islander offense.
And another big hole. This time, it's Booth who runs through it.
Yeah, that right side of the line, that's really where they've been running heavy this entire drive to open things up, and why not? They're getting the job done thus far.
And well, we're in this third quarter opening drive that's brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of the pain, not just the symptoms. Husker Rehab.
It's got to be an illegal procedure on the Islanders, and probably a lucky break as quarterback wasn't quite ready for that one. And they've been flirting with that illegal procedure, seeing a little movement, you know, that fraction of a second before the snap. That time a little too blatant, getting the 5-yard penalty on that one. Yeah, Albers clearly wasn't ready for the ball. Center, quarterback, not on the same page.
There's Booth following his blockers, picks up a couple.
That's just amazing. This offensive line is getting quite a push right now. That looked like a little bit of a mishap in the backfield too. He had 2 running backs trying to get to the same spot, but he had such a surge up on that offensive line. Still able to pick up some good yardage on 2nd down, bringing up a 3rd and short.
This time Hostetler will get it. And just nowhere to go. Gang tackling on display by the Bulldogs.
Carter Dishman, the big junior 210-pounder, didn't give up on a big collision in the backfield. Holds on. It's going to bring up a 4th and medium here. What are the Islanders going to do?
For the time being, offense is on the field. You get another look. A pack of Bulldogs bringing Hostetler down.
Yeah, and Yonkers, that middle linebacker, Mike linebacker, also in on the play.
GI going for it, and Albers unable to hit Bolton. It's a turnover on downs.
And Bolton got the separation he was looking for when he came out of the break. Just the pass sailed a little wide. Game of inches, right, Brandon?
And that time, a few inches too much. North Platte takes over on their own 27, having scored 14 unanswered.
Bunch formation, no surprise.
Albertson.
Did the ball come out?
May have popped out. Islanders think they've got it. And they do.
Wow.
Huge turnover.
Wow, it just kind of felt like North Platte was getting right back into the groove. Ball pops out clearly on the turf. Who ended up coming up with that? Was that Kolsler?
It was tough to tell, but when it's all said and done, GI gets the ball back, and they will start this drive on the 29.
Regardless, a lot of purple jerseys rallying to the ball carrier. That's what you want to see with your defense, being aggressive, especially to come out of the halftime break like this.
Can the Islanders capitalize? Albers again with time, up the seam, he hits his receiver, and in there for the score. Nelson Wheeler, a 29-yard strike. It's a 1-point game.
Just a fantastic job leading Wheeler to the middle of the field there, allowing him to get away, run away from his defender. And then as he was able to slow down and secure the catch, I was thinking, all right, he's still on his feet. Is he going to find the end zone? He does. Breaks the tackle, gets in for the score. One play after the turnover.
And we're tied. 14-14. 7:26 to play in the third. You're watching high school football on News Channel Nebraska. Welcome back. Grand Island capitalizing on a North Platte turnover. Just like that, we're tied 14-all.
And you see that on the next level, college, pro. When you get that turnover, get one downfield, go vertical, see what happens. Apply the pressure. That's exactly what head coach Tomlin did after the fumble recovery. Good for 7 points right down the middle of the field. Beautiful ball from Brody Albers.
We'll have a return here by North Platte. Landon O'Brien brought down about the 32.
Yeah, and you almost feel bad for head coach, Altig for North Platte. I mean, he was very candid with us throughout the week saying, look, we can't afford to beat ourselves. We just got to clean a couple things up, turnovers, special team blunders, and my goodness, if you wouldn't have those mistakes on special teams, the turnovers, they might be up 3-4 touchdowns. As it is, it's all knotted up.
Option pitch. There's a lot of room to work with.
Nice move.
And look out, reversing field is Broman. And he might go. Richardson, the last line of defense, brings him down, but not before a monster gain.
excellent job reading the field. Looks like he's banged up a little bit right there at the end. Big time collision, and he kind of brought that collision. But what a job. Wide toss once again, working for the Bulldog offense. And when he cut it back in, that's when he really was able to turn on the Jets and turn this into a big gain. Trying to cut it back one more time. Got a little shook up there at the end.
55 yards for Broman.
That's how you get the momentum back.
And now North Platte in the red zone. Albertson right up the middle. Tackled just shy of the 5-yard line.
That's exactly what North Platte coaching staff, what they want to see. They want to see that offensive line firing off, moving that line of scrimmage forward, allowing to operate within that offense, utilizing the fullback, utilizing the tailback, leaning on this power rushing attack.
Right back to Albertson. This time he picks up a short gain. Looks like just shy of the first down.
Yeah, this is really just a gut check for those defensive linemen. For Grand Island, you know it's coming at you. Bring up a 3rd and short here.
This time Jonasson will keep it. It's enough for a first down. He's marked down at about the 3.
The Bulldogs are just so patient on offense. It almost kind of sends an eerie message to you if you're a defender, where they just kind of stand there, get their play in, change the play with about 10 seconds left in the clock. They're all right. You just sit back there and kind of think about what's coming at you here for another few seconds. I don't know if Coach Altig means for it to be like a psychological warfare type of move, but that's how I read it.
5 minutes to go, and the play clock winds all the way down, and North Platte uses a timeout. We'll take one as well. 14-14, just under 5 to play in the 3rd. You're watching high school football on News Channel Nebraska.
Dinsdale Automotive is celebrating our 20th anniversary. 20 years of building lifelong relationships, providing superior customer service, and supporting the community. Don't miss your chance to save thousands at Dinsdale Hyundai. Save up to $7,500 on a brand new Hyundai Ioniq 5 or 6. Or save up to $2,500 and get 2.99% APR for 84 months. Plus, you'll get America's best warranty and free charging for 2 years. Help us celebrate 20 years of service. Stop in today.
First and goal to go for the Bulldogs. Coming out of a timeout, looking to retake the lead here in Grand Island. Jonasson hands it off. And there's the signal. Touchdown, North Platte.
No doubt about it. Albertson just getting out in front of his mobile, big, strong offensive line, right side, leading him in. Pay dirt once again. Bulldogs back on top.
Sparked by a 55-yard run by Broman. PAT is blocked.
Oh my goodness, and I think if you're a North Platte fan, you're having flashbacks, nightmares of what happened last year. He got up in the game, for those that didn't know, and Grand Island pulled it off at the end and won by 1 point just a season ago.
How valuable could that PAT block be? We'll find out. Stay with us. 4:51 left in quarter number 3.
Anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
Welcome back to Grand Island. Things are heating up as the Islanders and Bulldogs trade blows here in this third quarter. Touchdown by Albertson. PAT, though, is blocked. North Platte leads by 6.
Yeah, offense is coming to life here for both Grand Island and North Platte. And if you're a Bulldog, yes, you're happy you took the lead back. Big play on offense. Don't you feel like you left something out there getting that PAT blocked?
Grand Island's last drive capped off Bodie Albers hitting Nilson Wheeler for a 27-yard score. That was coming off of a North Platte fumble in which GI took full advantage.
Boy, and Wheeler did a really nice job stopping and going back to that ball on that big play.
There's Wheeler, who we just mentioned with the touchdown reception. Keeps his legs churning for 10 yards.
Once again, Grand Island offensive coaches riding the hot hand, using Wheeler as a tailback to open up things here on this drive. Just kind of be a fun offensive to play in, wouldn't it? Lining up wide, slot receiver, tailback, you know, everything's kind of on the table for you.
Right back to Wheeler again. And he has some breakout speed. Wheeler up the sideline. Pushed out near the 36.
His ability to keep his feet makes him different. A lot of times you think of these big bruising backs, you know, plowing their way through tackles. Well, there's another way to do it. Look at Wheeler here, keeping those wheels churning even after contact.
30-yard gain.
Right there, got tripped up again, still able to keep his feet and churn on those afterburners, getting up the sideline.
That replay brought to you by Beatrice Community Hospital. And now Wheeler on the swing pass. Why not? It's like the Energizer Bunny's still going. There's about 6.
Pretty good 1-2 punch between Wheeler and Robinson, isn't it? And, you know, Richardson, excuse me. We're thinking, going through these notes and interviews with the coaches, well, Grand Island only has one returning starter on offense. Who are they going to go to? Well, that's kind of been their MO year in and year out. Reload, and they got plenty of playmakers on the offensive side.
Well, coverage tonight is brought to you in part thanks to Midway Auto for your next vehicle.
Oh.
Think Midway.com, and there's a huge defensive play for the Bulldogs.
Huntsman, Lathan Huntsman, the big 180-pound junior, getting into the backfield. Huge tackle for loss, kind of shifting the momentum back towards North Platte. Oh, man, just shooting the gap, beating his man one-on-one. Bring up another 3rd and long here.
Albertson looking for his twin brother connection, and it falls to the ground. Bodie unable to connect with Jacob.
Oh, and Jacob got behind his defender. I'm not sure, you know, he had to kind of come back to that ball. He was hoping to get something out in front of him, but couldn't make the adjustment, get back. That was a really tough catch, and boy, it was there.
4th down and 8. Islander offense still on the field.
4 wide, 1 offset back.
Bodie, there's that deep curl route and out of the reach.
Yeah, Albers has done that a couple of times now, these last couple of drives, when he's trying to throw to the right side of his field, right side of the field, he's letting it drift a little bit. Wide right once again.
Just couldn't quite get it to Bolton. Turnover on downs.
Timing was good, the route was good, distance was there.
So North Platte takes over on their own 37. Albertson running over defenders, pickup of 12.
And you really got to go back to that play from Huntsman, the linebacker, getting that tackle for a loss, and he was really energized, celebrating in the backfield, got his teammates involved. That just kind of felt like the drive-killing play for Grand Island.
And this is right where North Platte wants you. They want to lead, and they want to be able to just wear you down in the second half. And Albertson is doing just that. There's 8, maybe 9 more.
Broke through the first wave of defenders, second wave, and that's a tall order for your secondary when you got a big, powerful, versatile back like that coming at you.
Nearing the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. A reminder that high school football on NCN is presented by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers? All you need is Currency. Visit gocurrency.com. There's a short pickup on second down.
Grand Island got decent penetration. Still going to bring up a third and very short. Almost looked like Jonason was lucky to get the handoff off. Like he was falling down as he found his running back for the exchange.
Jonason keeps it on third and short, and it looks like he's a half yard short.
Appears the Bulldog offense is staying on the field. I don't think anybody in Memorial Stadium is surprised by that.
Big play here. And Jonason on the sneak gets plenty.
Excellent job with the quick count right there as well. And that's one of those advantages, Brandon, that's kind of lost in modern football, I feel like, is a quarterback that can get under center, quick count, and then get that just a simple quarterback sneak right up the middle for 1-2 yards when you need it.
High school football on NCN is presented by Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. Third quarter winding down here in Grand Island. And the ball is out. And Jonason somehow fell on it while being tackled. What a break for the Bulldogs.
My goodness, Jonason doing an excellent job. Maybe a little fortunate here being able to find it as he was being tackled to the ground. Just an all-out blitz for Grand Island, saying enough is enough. We're going to get one more guy than you up front.
That was Cedric Sullivan who absolutely blew that play up for GI. And that will send us to the fourth.
Woo! What a game.
6-point lead for the North Platte Bulldogs here in Grand Island. Stay with us for fourth quarter action. You're watching high school football on News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Midway Auto. For your next vehicle, go to thinkmidway.com and by News Channel Nebraska. Follow us on Twitter at NCN Sports for more highlights, interviews, rankings, and our full schedule.
Life is a wild ride. It's important to have a trusted partner along the way. Liberty First Credit Union exists to provide its members with affordable financial services. Whether it is a large purchase, a new car or home remodel, overcoming obstacles, or chasing your dreams. Financing life is what we do best. Give us a call or visit libertyfirstcu.com.
Welcome back. Brandon Axemet, Andy Klassen with you here on News Channel Nebraska. North Platte leading Grand Island 2014 here in this Week 1 Class A matchup. Second down and long for the Bulldogs to start the quarter. Jonason cuts it back up, and look out! Jonason He's brought down inside the 5, but not before a 50-plus yard pickup.
Whenever North Platte got behind the sticks or needed a big gainer, they would always go with a toss or a wide sweeping type of play like this. A lot of lead blockers got out in front. That allowed the quarterback to make the decision to reverse the field, and when he beat one guy, he was able to make it into a huge play, nearly a scoring play for the Bulldogs.
Officially a 45-yard gain. First and goal now from the 4.
I told you, Brandon, Jonason in the pregame, he's a special type of player.
The bruising Albertson gets it, and he's in there. 2-possession lead now for the Bulldogs early in the 4th quarter.
Boy, that was a big type of drive right there. And, things didn't go their way the entire time. They're behind the sticks, but they were able to come back, rally back, get the play call in, and how about the execution? Jonason taking matters into his own hands, springing for a big play. Very next play, Albertson into the zone, the end zone.
And they opt to kick the PAT, and it's through. 26-14 your score. Make it now 27-14, a 13-point advantage for the Bulldogs early on in the 4th quarter. We'll be back on News Channel Nebraska.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
That's one way to start the 4th quarter, Andy, especially if you're North Platte. A huge 45-yard run by Jonason sets up Albertson for the 4-yard punch-in.
Yeah, once again, just excellent blocking out on the edge. That really set the stage for Jonason to reverse field if he wanted to. And he's a more than capable running back once he tucks it and decides to run. And you saw it on that big gain right there. Bulldogs getting some breathing room here in the 4th quarter. As you mentioned, going up 2 scores now on the Islanders.
So Wheeler on the kick return. He was doing some big things for the Islanders on their last possession. He returns it to the 35.
Nice return, but you also had pretty good discipline there on the sideline. Special teams unit for Bulldogs not allowing Wheeler to continue up that sideline. And it does feel, Brandon, that North Platte was able to kind of settle into this game after making some mistakes early in the 1st quarter and 3rd quarter. But now their timing just seems to be a little bit more on par than the Grand Island offense. And that could have something to do with that week 0 game they had last week.
Richardson gets the handoff, weaving in and out. It's a gain of 8.
Just kind of feels like Grand Island has a couple of really nice tailbacks once again between Richardson and Wheeler, who you just mentioned on the return. Just the quickness is what kind of jumps out at you.
Right back to Richardson. First down and then some. He's bouncing it outside. Look out, Richardson. Shedding defenders. Pushing it at the 20, but there is laundry on the field.
When I think this was way behind the play, too. And it's a personal foul on Grand Island. Oh, what a blunder coming off the big play.
As you pointed out, Andy, unnecessary because it was so far behind the play and where Richardson was when the flag came out.
I mean, I get it. You're a big offensive lineman and you've just been smashing into the same defensive lineman all game long. You got him once, but you got to get your hands off of him after the play is, beyond you.
So unnecessary roughness is the call. It's still a first down, but you lose all those yards. Let's see if we can see it here.
I think number 50. Just a fantastic run from Richardson, and over half it gets erased here due to the penalty.
So 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Wheeler gets to the second level. That's about a 9-yard gain. We'll call it 8.
You can just kind of feel the urgency being played with right now from this GI offense. Just kind of feels like they're, upping themselves just a click or two here, understanding we got some work to do, down 2 scores.
And quickly to the line. Now at the 10-minute mark. Wheeler again. First down. Gain of 6.
In the past couple of seasons, a couple opportunities that we get to, call these games, that Jeff Tomlin coach team, it kind of feels like when their offense has to play with pace, they play better.
Well, less than 10 minutes to play in this fourth quarter, brought to you by Visit Lincoln. See and experience all that Lincoln has to offer. Discover more at lincoln.org. Now Richardson. And there's a flag in the backfield.
Might be a hold. That's exactly what it is. It's the offensive line trying to pave the way. Once again, going to the right side. I think you saw the jersey being tugged there at the right side of your screen.
So unfortunately for the Islanders, they shoot themselves in the foot again this drive, making it 1st and very long.
That's a big 10-yard penalty there. Yep, 1st and 20 now.
Little jailbreak screen, and it's dropped.
Boy, it was set up really nice. The fake was there. You had the defense looking left and back right, and knowing that they kind of gave something up. But you got to haul it in. Tailback might have took off before he was able to catch it. Oh, and it's right in the numbers, too. No doubt tailback would like to have that one back.
27-14 your score on the Aurora Cooperative Midway CDJ scoreboard. 2nd and 20. Albers is going to tuck it. And a solid pickup to make it 3rd and manageable.
Wisely runs it out. A bounds there is Colton Altig, a sophomore, big sophomore, was ready to greet him at the sideline had he decided to try and turn it back in.
Now 3rd and 14 here. We'll call it 15. 2 down territory for the Islanders. Albers going for it all. Receiver is behind him, and that's going to be pass interference. And a 1st down for GI. It was Nelson Wheeler with the wheels.
Once again, Wheeler getting behind the defense, and when he slowed down there, I'm a defender, man. Of course you're going to run into the guy, so there was a collision there at the end of that play, but I felt like if Wheeler would have just kept running, he might have ran into that one. I felt that time Albers actually got the ball down the field on that vertical route. Wheeler cutting it short, still able to pick up that PI though.
Here's another look courtesy of Beatrice Community Hospital.
Yeah, just slowed down just enough to get that collision. And as a defender, when you're beat like that, you're just running for your life. You don't have time to look up, locate. You're just trying to catch back up to the receiver.
And Richardson brought down near the 25. Under 9 to play.
But if you want to talk about flags, you know, the previous 2 went against Grand Island, but then it comes back around. They get the big one to extend this drive.
Look like a little bit of confusion at the snap. Bodie Albers just keeps it. Works out all right for him.
Doing his impersonation of Jonason, the quarterback for the Bulldogs. All right, I'll just run it off tackle. Big gain, moving the sticks. First down on a broken play for this Islander offense. I think Albers was clearly thinking, take it, take it.
It's like, all right, you're not. I guess I'm going to run. Those long strides got him about 7.
It definitely froze the defense. The miscommunication on offense in the backfield.
Ball on the 19. Hostetler in motion. Richardson was hit at the 20 and stopped for a loss. Credit the Bulldog defense. It looked like he was going to have a gain.
Really did, but the guy at the top of your screen there, number 56, who is that man? Logan Jetty getting outside, keeping contained, and then you saw blue helmet after blue helmet crashing down, crashing in. That's textbook, you know, filling your responsibility and helping your guy out. We got a injured player on the field here. Hopefully it's just, you know, an early season cramp or something like that.
And it's Richardson who was slow to get up and now being checked out by the training staff.
It just feels like every time we talk about a North Platte Bulldog, I'm saying, this guy's big. This is a big guy. Another big, a couple of hosses down there for the Bulldogs.
And that's a very good sight if you're an Islander fan. Richardson able to sprint off the field.
And Matt, it just got twisted up a little bit there at the tail end of that tackle, and yeah, you just saw white jersey after white jersey crash in for another lick on Richardson, the tailback.
Second down and 13. Albers, it's Wheeler. There goes Wheeler. Spinning and sliding all the way to the 10.
Fantastic, fantastic execution from Bodie Albers. That whole play was designed to get Wheeler in space one-on-one and let him do the rest, and the young men did just that. Looked off to the top of your screen for the one-on-one. The whole time he knew in his back pocket, I'm going to Wheeler, the man in motion coming out of the backfield. It's all about matchups. They wanted Wheeler on a linebacker one-on-one. They got it.
Now Wheeler on 3rd and 1. And that's a first down as he's brought down at the 5.
And now Wheeler is saying, feed me the rock, keep me going here. And I think this Grand Island offense is happy to do so.
Under 7 to play. And Coach Altig wants to slow things down. North Platte timeout here at 6:51 to play in the 4th. Stay with us. 13-point game, Grand Island driving here on News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Tom Dinsdale Auto. Celebrating 20 years, Tom Dinsdale Auto is proud to be community driven. And by News Channel Nebraska. Check us out on Twitter at NCN Sports.
Fuel your journey by starting at a Speedy Mart store near you. From the small communities in Nebraska to the larger cities, the staff at Speedy Marts are ready to serve you with food, fuel, and rewards. Save 5 cents per gallon with the Fuel Your Journey fill up plus additional bonus savings. Download the app for mobile pay, offering customers the highest quality branded food and treats, fresh, ready, and convenient. Check out SpeedyMart.com for locations and job opportunities.
Coming out of the timeout, 1st and goal to go from the 5. Grand Island desperately needing to find the end zone. It's going to be a keeper from Albers. He fakes the pitch and calmly takes it into the end zone.
He has been Mr. Cool on his feet a couple of times this drive. That time the stop and go, putting the defender on skates as Albers gets into the end zone for the 6.
Yeah, looks like we have a player down due to the cramps, but let's see the no look. Whoop. Style points there as he trots in and makes this a 7-point contest.
Another one of those play designs where you're trying to get, your offensive playmakers, your guys in space, one-on-one with a defender or a linebacker, and Albert's doing a fantastic job. Little head fake there, getting the defender to bite left, and he takes it back to his left into the end zone. Get a look at the Grand Island sideline there. Coaches working this up and down the field. And players able to run off under his own power here. Doesn't have to be helped off. That's a good sign. Probably just those cramps again.
Here comes the PAT attempt for Grand Island. Thatcher Panowitz to kick. Right down the middle. 6-point ball game once more. North Platte 27. Grand Island at 21. 6:45 to go. Don't go anywhere. You're watching high school football on News Channel Nebraska.
If you're thinking about becoming a John Deere technician, receive a debt-free degree from Landmark Implement. With the John Deere Student Tech program, receive reimbursement for up to 100% of college tuition, fees, books, and room and board, plus a $5,000 tool stipend. Students are paid a competitive hourly wage for their work hours and are guaranteed employment at a Landmark location after graduation. Visit landmark.careers to find out more about the John Deere Student Tech program and become part of the Landmark difference.
Less than 7 minutes to play. Grand Island finding the end zone and now looking for a stop for this hard-nosed North Platte defense that is, or offense rather, that has seemingly been getting stronger as the night has wore on.
Yeah, this is going to be a tall order here for the Grand Island defense because North Platte, as you mentioned, this offensive unit, that's what it's designed to do, right? Ground and pound and grind out games. You got yourself the 6-point lead here. Just under 7 minutes to go. This is what you're designed to do. Run the clock out.
Well, this game is presented by Ashley Furniture. Visit your local Ashley store or go to ashley.com. Also, this contest presented by Tom Dinsdale Automotive, as they support a wide variety of community causes and all of their area athletes. Check them out at dinsdaleauto.com. Touchback. Well, if you're Grand Island and the defense, you know what they're going to do, but it's easier said than done stopping it. What are you trying? How are you trying to go about slowing this this rushing attack down?
Well, Grand Island usually runs a 3-4 base, but they usually bring down a rush, and so it does end up being kind of a 4-man front. I'm thinking maybe bring another guy down in the box. That's exactly what they're doing right here. Only one safety up top right now for Grand Island. 8 guys around the line of scrimmage.
And Albertson picks up 2, maybe 3 on first down.
And you can put as many bodies as you want, Brandon, by the line of scrimmage. Someone's still going to have to step up and make the tackle. Easier said than done against this rushing attack from North Platte.
North Platte winding the clock down. Play clock now at 5 before the snap in. Richardson had that play snuffed out from the start.
Richardson had a couple of huge plays early in this game, and the momentum continues here for number 4. Reading that one perfectly, on his keys, getting into the backfield.
And absolutely a huge play, because now you make it 3rd and 14. You know North Platte doesn't like to throw. They want to keep the clock running. You put yourself defensively in a very good spot.
Yes, you really do. And on top of that, Torres, you know what that guy can do for North Platte as a ball carrier. If he does break that first tackle, if he does get to the edge, I mean, he's a guy with enough speed. He could have took that to the house. Instead, it's a tackle for loss. What a huge play here in the latter half of this game.
We have more cramping. I believe this may be Richardson again getting stretched out. And not uncommon at all to see early in the season, every game across the entire state of Nebraska. You get mid, 3rd, and 4th quarter.
Right.
There are several cramp breaks for the first few weeks of the season.
Saw a few of those last week. Good to see Richardson jump up and run off the field once again. Really wouldn't be surprised, Brandon, if North Platte decides to just run the ball, take as much clock as they possibly can, try to get off a good punt, lean on your defense. Still have the lead here. Don't want to beat yourselves.
Jonason nowhere to go. He's hit for another big loss. Islander fans here on their feet.
Yeah, sometimes when you're so predictable, you're a little too predictable. That time Grand Island thinking, hey, probably going to keep the ball in the quarterback's hands, something safe. Boy, were the Islanders ready for it. Loss of yardage kind of pins them back. They're going to be punting this one out of their own end zone.
It was Engbird who made the tackle. North Platte now punting out of the end zone. And Grand Island, with less than 5 minutes to go, have 38 yards to go, trailing by 6. Again, we talked about how big potentially was that blocked PAT.
Yeah.
It very well could play a part.
It feels that way, but I'm going to be interested to see here with this field position, just under 5 minutes. This is an entirely different complexion for Grand Island compared to their last drive, where they were playing with a lot of pace, almost a 2-offense type of look, you know, your 2-minute hurry-up offense. Now they don't need to hurry up. Are they going to lose something, though, with their timing that they had so well, going so good on that previous drive?
They go to Wheeler, who's the hot hand, and he continues to rip off nice gains. There's 5.
Continuing to work the middle of the field. We said at the top of the broadcast, you know, working that A and B gap on your rushing attack, you know, right between the center and guard. Both offenses predicate so much on getting those short yardage on 1st and 2nd down with that style of run.
Wheeler again. There he goes, brought down near the 20.
I mean, it looks like a lot of shake and bake, moving left, right. Well, when he's doing that, he's still moving forward, Brandon, running up the field, picking up yardage.
We're nearing 4 minutes to play. And now you talk about game and clock management. Grand Island letting some time wind down before the snap. Handoff right up the gut. And look out! That is Justice Hostetler, who rumbles inside the 5.
You just felt like it was coming sooner or later. You had your scat backs, your shifty backs, your quick guys doing damage. Grand Island always seems to have a hammer that they love to give the ball to, usually a linebacker on the other side of the field, and Hostetler might be one of the best linebackers in Class A. Look at this collision for a broken tackle. Ouch.
You could feel that one up here in the press box. 1st and goal to go from the 3. And Wheeler is going to be stopped short, no gain.
Good stand for the defensive line that time for North Platte, kind of rallying the troops. Gang tackle for just a short gain.
Now if you're Grand Island, you're probably going to let this play clock go all the way down, currently at 20 seconds. They opt to snap it at 10 on the play clock, rolling out, and it's
Did he catch?
Incomplete. Almost caught it on the tip drill. Hostetler. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd and goal to go.
Albers tried to work it right in there. Good defense, though, breaking that one up at the goal line, but when that ball went up in the air, it almost looked like it landed on the receiver. That time Hostetler, but unable to bring in the loose, batted away ball.
So Coach Tomlin takes a timeout. We will as well. Grand Island hoping for their game-winning drive, 3rd and goal when we return.
From the moment something didn't feel quite right, to that ambulance arriving at your door, from the immediate diagnosis, to the surgery that followed, to the long list of lifestyle changes, and that family gathering that everyone always talked about, but for whatever reason kept getting postponed, to the moment you sat back and realized how grateful you are for everything you have. We've been here for you, just around the corner. Columbus Community Hospital.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop at your nearest Speedy Mart or Good to Go convenience stores. And by USafe Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all our customers.
Coming back out of the timeout, 3rd and goal. Grand Island trailing by 6. Albers throws it incomplete.
Also got a flag here. What's this all about? Chop block in the backfield.
Oh my goodness.
Back it up.
And what a big call this could be.
Saw it right there. Running back went low. Clipped the defender at the knees.
And that makes it 4th down.
You know, that's always tough for a guy that, you're only 5'8", 5'7" as a running back, and then you got a 6'3" guy barreling in on your quarterback. It's going to be a chop block almost no matter what.
And the penalty was declined, but by North Platte, so it's 4th and goal from the 3.
Oh, wow.
North Platte declined the penalty. Here we go. Pressure on Albers. Gets it to Hostetler. Hostetler runs through 2 tackles and finds the end zone. Are you kidding me? Grand Island looked dead to rights, and they come out and tie it.
Unbelievable second and third effort from Hostetler. The linebacker turned fullback here late in the fourth quarter, coming up huge on a couple of plays, Brandon. He had the big gainer, and then what could be the sealer right here. Huge PAT weighing in the balance. Oh, we got a timeout on the field to kind of build the drama here for us, Brandon, like we needed any more.
Unbelievable, and a lot going on. You had 2nd and goal to go for Grand Island from the 3. You decide to pass it twice.
Right.
Chop block called. You're thinking it's going to be 3rd and long. North Platte declines, making it 4th and 3, so you don't get penalized for the penalty, and you saw what just happened on 4th down.
North Platte just putting it all out there on the table, saying we're giving you 1 shot, 1 down to get this in. And man, it looked like the defense was in place. Really got to credit Hostetler for just digging deep, finding another gear, keeping those wheels churning all the way into the end zone. I mean, playing through contact, unbelievable.
They had it stopped.
Yes.
That's Hostetler making a play. And now the biggest play coming right now. PAT attempt to give Grand Island the lead. Panowitz has been perfect so far tonight. We have a flag. It's no good. We have a flag. Who is it on?
Oh, wow. Was North Platte offsides? I mean, it looked like the guy at the bottom of your screen had a heck of a jump. Oh, no. Encroachment on the defense. Brandon, are you kidding me? Oh, my gosh. Another special teams blunder here for the Bulldogs. Oh.
And Panowitz will get another shot. So many things happening right now.
Wow. Just unbelievable. We still got 3 minutes to go.
So, re-kick. Panowitz had missed. Bulldogs were offside. We're redoing it. And this time it's good. Grand Island leads.
You can't make this stuff up. Grand Island gets the slim 1-point lead as we head into the stretch of this fourth quarter.
Less than 3 to go. North Platte gets the ball when we return. You're watching high school football on News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop at your nearest Speedy Mart or Good to Go convenience stores. And by You Save Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all our customers.
That is literally the funniest thing ever.
And then I said,
it wasn't, but this guy could use a win. Even if it's not as big of a win as I get with free Kasasa Cash checking. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or was it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa checking at Liberty First Credit Union.
Hold on to your hats. We have 3 minutes to play in what's been a wild back and forth affair here in Grand Island. Brandon Axement, Andy Klassen with you. GI with all the momentum, but North Platte with everything to play for here. All you have to do, go down the field and score.
And there's plenty of time, Brandon, where they can stay in their regular offense. They don't have to get uncomfortable and try and work the ball down the field through the air. They've been able to get big chunk plays through their running game, especially on those wide tosses. And here, starting off in the middle of the field, might give them that opportunity.
80 yards to go for this hard-nosed Bulldog offense that runs the flex bone. Jonason trying to stretch it to the outside. He picks up a few.
I mean, that was perfect execution once again from Jonason. I mean, we sound like a broken record here. Pulls the fake, gets out of bounds, gets good yardage on first down, all those things right. Would have liked a bigger gain, but you'll still take it if you're a North Platte fan on first down.
Jonason to the air, right on the money, hitting O'Brien. O'Brien all the way up to the 40.
O'Brien did a fantastic job as multiple defenders came in there, covering up the ball with two hands while carrying it up the field for extra yardage. Big play for the Bulldogs. Now you're starting to see that offensive playbook kind of open up here for Coach Altig.
Option. Looking to reverse the field here. Broman ends up getting about 4.
I mean, Sullivan did a fantastic job on the edge. The defender for GI churning the ball carrier back into the middle of the field. It's just you have so much talent here for these running backs. They're still able to pick up good yardage after reversing field.
And Jonason has an open receiver. It's dropped. Dropped by Torres, who has 2 touchdowns to his name tonight, unable to haul it in.
Well, you can bet Torres wants this one back. I mean, this one got him right in the hands, did a nice job timing the jump, kind of high pointing it.
A reminder to stay tuned for our Sarpy County Tourism coaches post-game interview. We'll be talking to the winning head coach. We don't know who it will be. 1:48 to go. 3rd and 6. North Platte needing points. Down by 1. Broman motions to the backfield. Handoff up the middle. It'll set up a 4th and 4.
There's that patience. The Coach Altig for North Platte, how he operates his offense, knowing that we have 2 plays, guys, to get these 4 or 5 yards. That's why they went right up the gut there on 3rd.
North Platte not taking their time out. 12 seconds on the play clock. Broman motions and gets the pitch. He gets to the corner.
It's going to be close.
Where did he step out?
Oh boy, it's going to be close.
They signal first down.
Torres with the second effort right at the end of this play, stretches the ball out, gets just enough. What a great effort, and realizing, knowing that he had to get that extra yard, half yard at the end.
Great effort. 4-yard gain by Broman. Bulldogs' hopes still alive.
Less than a minute to go here.
And Jonason is going to try to do it with his legs. Hostetler tackles him. 6-yard gain, clock running.
Hostetler with just another steady Eddie play, getting the quarterback down in the field of play, keeping that clock rolling.
Jonason rolling out. And he's brought down.
Guess
that
who?
was big
Hostetler,
35.
once again, going to take another breath at the end. Covering sideline to sideline is Justice Hostetler. Now we have our timeout.
That is the Bulldogs' final timeout. 25 seconds to play, and has this been a treat? Week 1 matchup between Grand Island and North Platte.
My goodness, just back and forth, max effort from both squads. And just when it felt like North Platte had full control, going up 2 scores in the fourth quarter, here comes the Islanders.
Was 7-0 GI after 1. North Platte scored 14 unanswered to take a 14-7 lead into halftime. Grand Island tied it up early in the third quarter. North Platte scored, made it 20-14, had a PAT blocked. Then they scored again to start the fourth to make it 27-14. GI has now scored 14 unanswered, and North Platte is trying and clinging to hope with 25 seconds left. They can retake the lead. Jonason pump fakes, throws it out of bounds. Fourth down upcoming.
And right now that entire sideline for North Platte has to understand exactly what's going to happen. If you get the big gainer here, you get the ball down to the 20, 15-yard line. Is your kicking unit going to try to come out and win this game with a field goal attempt, with what's probably going to be about 10, maybe 8, 9 seconds left on the clock? If you do, hit the big play here. Everyone has to know the next 2 plays because no timeouts are left for the Bulldogs.
Fourth down, Islanders break free, and it's batted down. Jacob Albers seals the game for the Islanders.
And Hostetler came in on the delayed blitz, didn't allow Jonason to work that ball downfield. There you see 35 applying that late pressure. Albers, the lengthy defender, with the bat away. Wow, just what a fantastic high school game to kick off our season, Brandon. I got to catch my breath here.
Football season is here, and it's been worth the wait. Victory formation for the Islanders. And GI starts off the season 1-0. Your final 28-27.
Once again, just an amazing effort. And note here, this is homecoming night for Grand Island. The Bulldogs of North Platte almost played spoilers, but credit Grand Island for hanging in there, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter, able to rally back and pull off another heartbreaking 1-point victory, back-to-back seasons against North Platte.
Don't go anywhere. Our post-game show is coming up next.
The first time I ever took prescription opioids is when I got my wisdom teeth taken out. I think I was 16 years old. I must have gotten a 30-day script. I took them all in 3 days. I was stealing from people, buying substances on the street. I look back at that time with a lot of shame. That's not who I am. Opioid use disorder is not a moral failing.
NCN Sports is sponsored by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of the pain, not just the symptoms. Columbus Motor Company, where you'll find one low price, plain and simple, always. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Fuel your journey by starting at a Speedy Mart store near you. From the small communities in Nebraska to the larger cities, the staff at Speedy Marts are ready to serve you with food, fuel, and rewards. Save 5 cents per gallon with the Fuel Your Journey fill-up plus additional bonus savings. Download the app for mobile pay, offering customers the highest quality branded food and treats, fresh, ready, and convenient. Check out SpeedyMart.com for locations and job opportunities.
Whether we're talking commercial or residential plumbing, Lamel Plumbing is the place you call. Lamel provides 24-hour emergency service as well. Call them if you get in a tight spot. And as for their retail items, well, you got to check out some of their faucets, some of their kitchen items, and some of their bathroom items like their Onyx showers. And hey, say you got a digging job, you call Lamel Plumbing for that too. They've added a full-time crew for you, doing backhoe, trenching, and sewer work. Take that digging job off your list and have Lamel do it for you. That's Lamel Plumbing in Beatrice, now at their new location on North 7th Street in Beatrice.
Spring is here. For farmers, making safety a priority this planting season can be the difference between life and death. Always look out for power lines before exiting the cab, when loading and transporting machinery, and when raising or unfolding equipment. Keep equipment at least 20 feet from power lines and use a spotter when possible. Be aware of what's overhead. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Woodhouse Chevy is making car buying better with 2 convenient locations in Missouri Valley, Iowa, and our newest location in Omaha at 112th and Dodge. With a huge selection of new cars, trucks, and SUVs, experience the entire Chevy lineup and explore our savings going on now. Visit us in store or online anytime to shop our current offers and all our inventory. Find new roads with Woodhouse Chevy in Missouri Valley and now in Omaha.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. I love it.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
We're definitely coming back.
Sure. We have a wedding band to buy. So.
We do, yes. We have a wedding band, so we'll be back for that.
Starter Heyman Jewelers, downtown 12th and O, South Point Pavilions, and Grand Island.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
New Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Turbo Max Crew Cabs now with low 1.9% APR financing and soon. Find new roads at Central Nebraska's premier GM dealer, Midway Chevrolet, Buick GMC, and Kearney, or think midway.com/GM.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Midway Auto. For your next vehicle, go to thinkmidway.com and by News Channel Nebraska. Follow us on Twitter at NCN Sports for more highlights, interviews, rankings, and our full schedule.
At JSP, we show up every day with one goal in mind: taking care of the great people of the communities we serve. For the last 15 years, keeping people comfortable in the Hudson Valley has been our main priority. Our award-winning customer service and customized solutions make calling JSP a simple choice. Our trained professionals can solve almost any issue in your home or business and make you another satisfied customer. Call JSP today.
Welcome back to the post-game show here on News Channel Nebraska, joined by winning head coach Jeff Tomlin of the Islanders. Back and forth game. You guys got up early, then you got down. Got down by 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, but the resiliency, you guys put it together. What are your initial thoughts, takeaways after a game like that?
Well, I'm very proud of our team and the character they displayed and the effort. North Platte's a heck of a ball club, and they're well coached, and their kids play really, really hard. And so, that they were a very, very tough opponent to draw out of the gate. Mm-hmm. And so I'm very proud of our kids. It's a big confidence booster, and we got some young guys, some good experience.
Even the young guys, we also have some upperclassmen with their first start here tonight. When you play the Bulldogs of North Platte, you're going to have a gut check. What does that say about the character of your team?
Well, I'm sold on the character of our team, always have been, and their resiliency and their ability to bounce back and their ability to release something bad and move on and be in the moment is really impressive, and just the toughness.
And what was going through your mind there? You got down by 2 scores in the fourth quarter. You knew it was going to be a tall task, but you guys bounced back.
Well, I knew we had the ability. We got the wind, mm-hmm. which was big, passing game-wise. And I knew offensively we were just that far away on converting several passes. Yeah. We were running the ball pretty well. Caleb Richardson ran well. Justice ran well. Nelson Wheeler came in and ran well. We had a lot of guys contribute, which was neat to see, a total team effort.
And you mentioned the young man, our player of the game, Justice Hostetler, getting it done on the defensive end as he always does. A couple of huge tackles down the stretch there, but you also put him on offense with maybe the biggest play of the game.
Yeah, it was just an incredible individual effort, great catch, and then 3 guys had a chance at it and to break the tackles and just the willpower to score, will to win. That's what epitomizes him.
And getting a win like this early in the season, what does it do for your team moving forward?
It gives us confidence, and it gives us, a place to start. Now we know where we're at. We know where we've been exposed. We know what we've got to get fixed. And but we've got confidence, hopefully, moving forward. And there's no easy days on anybody's schedule in Class A. So we enjoy this one tonight, and then it's on to next game.
Coach, thank you for your time. Congratulations on the win.
You bet. Thank you.
All right, let's bring in our player of the game, Justice Hostetler, big bruising linebacker, 3-year starter. But I got to hear about that touchdown that ended up being the game winner for you guys late in the fourth quarter. Walk me through the play call and how it all played out.
Well, originally that wasn't even the play call. We had to call it. We were already lined up for the previous play, and then we just called it on the fly. And in the play, before I even looked at the quarterback for the ball, I saw the corner, and I just knew as soon as I caught the ball, he'd make a break, and I just have to make a will for the touchdown, and that's what I did. I knew it was going to be a grind, but I knew I needed to get it done for my team.
You end up breaking 2 tackles on that game-winning play. What was your mindset knowing that you were going to have to break those tackles?
Well, I didn't even know. Usually when we run it in practice, usually it's open, but, I didn't even know there was a second guy there until he hit me. But when I reached the end zone, I just, my whole team was there. The team was there for me, and, it was just a grind, right?
Now, you're a 3-year starter. Not a lot of guys for Coach Tomlin get to start 3 years. He likes to play a lot of upperclassmen, so a lot of your classmates got their first start here tonight. What'd you see from your buddies out there?
I saw resilience. We may not be the most, the biggest, fastest, strongest, but, we always have that, what we call an R factor. We responded down 2 touchdowns, but we never counted each other out. Not just me, but, our seniors, our detailers, our captains, helped them step up, and they did their job, and that's what they needed to do.
And you being one of the returning 3 starters, did you say anything to your team in that fourth quarter when you got down by 2 runs to your defensive unit? Like, the job at hand it's still in front of us.
Right. I always just tell them we never hang our heads. Bend, don't break, Benny, they might get a run on us, but, that's just early. We have our mistakes early in the game, early in the year, really. And it's just a matter of responding and doing what our team needs from you. Even if we're tired or, we got hit hard, it doesn't matter. Just do what our team needs from you.
And what does a win like this do for you guys? Kicking off the season, homecoming, able to grind one out from come-from-behind fashion. That's a really good team in North Platte.
Like Coach C said, it just gives us confidence. Big just reminds me of last year. Don't look to the past, but just reminds us of last year and how we responded. We graduated a lot of guys, but I feel like what they did kind of shed it off to us and responding and doing what we need to do for our team.
Justice, congratulations on a good game.
Thank you.
That's Justice Hostetler, our player of the game. Brandon, let's throw it back up to you in the booth to wrap this one up.
Thank you, Andy, and appreciate the time from head coach Jeff Tomlin, our Sarpy County Tourism Coaches interview. Stay playing, plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com. And also, congrats to a great performance by Justice Hostetler, our USAFE Pharmacy Nebraska Orthopedic Center player of the game. Nebraska Orthopedic Center is your healing destination. USAFE Pharmacy is dedicated to the well-being of all of their customers. Let's take a look now at our top plays to wrap things up. Week 1, Class A battle, North Platte taking on Grand Island at Memorial Stadium. Our top plays brought to you by Currency and Tom Dinsdale Auto, and man, was this a good one. First quarter, and this is how the scoring got started. That's Caleb Richardson fielding the punt on the hop and bouncing it outside, sheds a tackle, gets past another, and hesitation and sprints up the sideline. 60-plus yard punt return to put the Islanders on the board, 7-zip. Just over 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. That would be your score. Heading into the second, where North Platte would answer right back. Brecklin Torres, 44 yards. He busts it to the outside and turns on the afterburners, making it 7-7 with 9 minutes to play in the second. And this is not a replay. Torres, though the same result, finding the end zone this time from 17 yards out. North Platte scores just under 3 to go. They take a 14-7 advantage into halftime. Then a chance to really assert dominance in the game. North Platte up by a touchdown, fumbles it, and Grand Island in the third makes the Bulldogs pay for the mistake. Bodie Albers dropping it on a dime to Nelson Wheeler. Sheds his defender and falls into the end zone. 27-yard score. The Islanders tie things up 14-14 with 7:26 to play in the third. Here is Torres again. Shaken and bacon. Excuse me, this isn't Torres. This is actually his buddy Eli Broman. He only goes for 55 yards and would set up a Bulldog score. How about the quarterback, though? Caden Jonason for North Platte. After that score into the third, it was 20-14. We're now in the fourth. Jonason goes for 48 yards. And here's the touchdown we were talking about. So back to the third quarter. Albertson punches it in. Then Jonason had that big run. Albertson punched in another. It ends up being 27-14. And Bodie Albers cuts it to a one-score game. 27-21 at 6:45 to play in the contest. And Grand Island driving in the driver's seat, and Justice Hostetler running over defenders, bouncing off others, pushed out at the 3. It ends up being a 4th and goal to go from the 3. Hostetler makes the catch, runs through 2 defenders, and finds the end zone. PAT is good. It's 28-27. North Platte with one last opportunity, and it's batted down by Jacob Albers, and that's the game. Grand Island scores 14 unanswered in the final 7 minutes to down North Platte 28-27 and open their season on the winning note. An absolutely great game by both the Islanders and the Bulldogs. GI comes out on top to win this one. And that will do it for our coverage here in Grand Island. Absolutely great way to start our coverage in week 1. GI 28, North Platte 27. Rain is coming down, so we're going to wrap up things here in Grand Island. A reminder that we have more football next Thursday with Wayne State, and then Friday, for those in the South, will be in Albion, Aurora versus Boone Central, a top 5 matchup in Class C. For our North viewers, you'll see Wisner Pilger at Laurel Concord Coleridge. You can find out our entire schedule by going to newschannelnebraska.com. For our terrific camera crew, for producers, directors in the truck, Tyler Lechner and Danny Alvarado, for Andy Klassen, I'm Brandon Axemet. We'll see you next week.